Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. You've made it once again to the safe space. Thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you. Remember, this podcast is brought to you by the Podcast Network, 52 and Smoke Entertainment. Please check out some of our other shows. You have Fantasy Football for all the football lovers. Drops every Tuesday morning. Check us out if you want to get some tips to win your fantasy league or just some comedy, man. We do a lot of talking and joking, but we all love football, so check us out on Fantasy Outsiders. Also, check out Made with Real, dropping next week. Keep up with us. You got 4 black dudes just shooting the shit. So holla at us if that's something that you're down with. But here in the safe space, we're glad you joined us. Please become a part of the community. Get interactive and check us out at 52s on Smoke on YouTube, iTunes, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Spotify, everywhere you get podcasts. Follow us on Instagram. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. But let's get into the show, man. We got a packed house here today. A packed house, even though we are missing Mandy Bugs. Salute to Mandy Bugs. Hope she's having a good time, whatever she's doing right now. We'll catch you on the next one. I know it's been a minute since we've been here, and Mandy Bugs is sorely missed. But who do we have? We got Mezzy. What's up?
Hello.
We got Dumpling.
What's happening?
And we got Timbo Slice.
Hello.
And we got a couple of special guests here with us today. First and foremost, we have Vivs from Viv's Pool. I don't know if you remember her from our reflection readings where everybody got their...
Shit was wild.
everybody got their fortune told. We might follow up on that. I don't know. But how you doing?
Hello.
Hello. That is my wife, ladies and gentlemen. It's no secret. So watch your tongues because I'm going to be mad. Yeah. Oh, for real.
Okay.
Watch my tongue?
Everybody. Anyway, also a very good friend of ours. We got D Money in the house. What's up, D Money?
Hello.
D Money is a good friend of Viv's who came along to share this thought experience that we call the safe space. So let's get into it, man. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Not
Pretty
too bad.
good. You've been missing in action for a while. What's up?
Yeah, busy life.
Busy.
A lot of stuff
life.
with my band, actually.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Yeah, we had like we had a show last week, then we had a show yesterday.
You guys going on tour?
That's what's up.
No,
That's what's
but
up.
that would be cool though.
Oh.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, you got to start somewhere. Where's y'all performing?
Yesterday we played in Woodstock. There's a place called Mad Life Studio and Grill. It was like a battle of the bands thing. It's pretty fun.
What's the name of your band?
Palpable Defeat.
Palpable Defeat.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
And
then a week or before that, last weekend we played at Mojo Pizza in, I think it's Pub. It's actually an awesome place. It's in Decatur. It's really fun.
Where could they find your band information? Do you just pop up anywhere?
Yeah, if you literally Google Palpable Defeat, you'll just get us. We have an Instagram account. We have a Facebook page.
At Palpable Defeat.
I bet people are going to misspell that.
At all that. I don't know how to spell it.
They hear peppable.
Peppable.
Pebble. They're like peppable.
Yeah, no, it's a little
Palpable. Yeah.
palpable.
Palpable.
Where anyway, hey, okay, so yeah, check out Palpable Defeat wherever you can find. Just Google them.
Yeah,
just Google them.
Use that Google.
I'll show up at the Wing Spot. They'll probably be there. Today, Friday the 13th.
Actually, sorry, the guys in the band play at the Wing.
I know that's the one I saw. I was like, that looked like the Wing stage. I know that
they're
stage,
in a cover
bro.
band called. Actually, I'll say it. Jeremy would let me drown. They're a cover band of like '90s grunge. Like
Jeremy would let me drown.
Yeah. It's Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden. It's like a pun of all the song titles together by those bands.
I was like, it got to be a story behind that. Nobody just. It has to be a story. I don't know. But it's Friday the 13th, right?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Ain't nobody scared?
Nah, I love it.
You love it. Anybody scared? You know, work.
Most tattoo shops.
Yeah, was that thunder?
I heard something.
Most tattoo shops do $13.
Yeah, I was hoping to get one today, but I was like,
$13?
Yeah,
There's got to be like a catch.
They get
they're really
it ends up
small.
being it ends up being like $20 because they mandatory you have to give a tip.
Yeah.
but they're a predefined list of tattoos, and you walk in and you get whatever you want.
But it's like super simple. It's not
like
I was about to say, it got to be
my-
the symbol
like a
tattoo.
pumpkin.
my
and a
wife's whole
bat.
family went 3 years in a row.
That's okay though. That'd be fun.
So you're pretty much saying it's a holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
like
Everyone
tradition
celebrates.
wise.
Yeah.
Like
That's
tradition.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know the story behind Friday the 13th or why it's a bad day, except for the fucking movies.
Yeah, I
That's the only
had
thing I
my
know about
phone
it. I don't know.
and I had it pulled up. It had something to do with the Jeepuses, but I don't know the whole story.
Jeepuses?
Something like at first it was like a lucky, like Friday 13 was lucky or something like that.
Friday
and
the
then
13th used to be lucky.
Yeah,
The
it
way
used to be a lucky
Democrats
thing,
used to be
yeah.
Republicans.
something, and then like
Okay.
Great
I
analogy.
think it was like I don't know if it had to do with what are the people with the triangle and the eye in the middle?
Illuminati?
Illuminati.
Something with the
Illuminati.
Illuminati or like something with like the chalice and Jesus or something, like the people that protected it.
The Holy Grail?
Something, or they got killed that day.
We'll have Vivs pull
So
it up.
it became
Or is it the 13
She can let us
colonies?
know.
something
The
like
Friday the 13th colony?
no, it happened on that day. It happened on the 13th, Friday 13th. That's why that day became like
What
unholy.
happened on
All right,
Friday
hey,
the 13th?
before we
Well, that's
don't know
what- that's what
anything,
I'm
just
saying.
go ahead and say it. We're just sounding retarded.
Okay, so I'm reading this from Wikipedia, which we know could be incorrect.
Is it
also.
about Jesus?
Yes.
Fuck
It
yeah.
is?
The superstitions surrounding this day may have arisen in the Middle Ages, originating from the story of Jesus, the Last Supper crucifixions, in which there were 13 individuals present in the upper room on the 13th of Nisan Mondi, Thursday, the night before his death on Good Friday.
Boom City. Thank you, Jesus, for
And they
Friday the
thought that
13th.
was a lucky day because
Before
of
it
that.
was, and then now it's
So what turned it into a bad day?
that.
I mean, the dude died.
That's what made it. That's what made it
The
unlucky.
dude died.
Oh, that's what made it unlucky.
Yeah, because 13 and everything used to be like a lucky number or something like that.
Yo, I
Until
actually
someone perverts it.
into what?
What is Friday the
If
13th?
it was good,
And then the perversion comes.
What
I
is
got you.
perversion?
yeah.
A lot of hotels, they don't label the 13th floor.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Viv was staying in the 13th
They
floor
will
the other
have
day.
the 13th floor. Obviously, you can't just exit out and.
There's
I know.
no
Skip-
row 13 on aircrafts.
I thought
Right.
that was a
Really?
I thought that
Next
was
time I go on a plane,
everywhere.
I'm gonna check it out.
But you were in what? Alabama?
I was
Louisiana.
that one was Mississippi.
You was in Mississippi. She's in a hotel.
They
And
have
she's
13?
like, my room's on the 13th floor. Like it says 13th floor and everything.
No,
I'm like,
yeah,
I
the
thought,
floors are fine.
No,
I think.
the elevator floor said 13.
Oh.
The room was 11,306. So they like hit it. So it was still 13. So when you get to the elevator, you have to take it from the 13th floor, which just didn't help that when I got into the elevator, it was a really, really old hotel that looked like The Shining. It was
Yeah.
really creepy. I couldn't sleep.
You kind of fucked up. That's not your wife. That's a body snatcher.
Yeah,
Switch spots. Your wife's still in a fucking hotel in
It's
Mississippi.
possible. She's been very nice since she got back. No, I'm joking. I'm
Dang.
joking.
Oh, it's coming out tonight.
Anyway, what else is Friday the 13th? Yo,
No.
nobody gives a fuck. Because I don't care. I
I mean,
it's
Well,
not
okay,
something
let me.
that bothers me.
I
don't know
feel like it's just one of those things where it's been around for so long that people start to believe it.
why.
That's how I feel about religion.
So
Or it's been talked about for so long. People are like, oh, it's definitely like a
I mean,
superstition.
for me, I think it's lucky. I love it. I love
For-
it.
And then also a full moon as well.
Yeah. And it's a full moon
I have an
tonight,
example
yeah.
actually. So like when I was younger, I was always weird about like I don't know if it's just like an OCD thing or if like when you're walking on a sidewalk and you skip like the cracks or something or
Right.
like if you're walking like if there's say you I don't know like school or you like live in an apartment and there's like a step that looks funky and you're like I don't want to step on it.
Don't
That
step
gives me
on
bad
that one,
luck.
yeah.
I do that, but I just do it out of like habit. But
Still?
like yeah, like there's these weird. Maybe not the sidewalk thing as much, but like there's these two steps at the bottom of my apartment complex.
Yeah.
I always skip them.
why?
I don't know. I just tell myself like
Don't step on the first two steps.
the bottom two, like right before you hit the,
The
ground.
first time you step on that step, a hand's gonna come out. And
Exactly,
grab your
but
fucking
like I
head.
know it's not going to happen.
Suck
It's just
you
like
down.
some
There's a
weird,
crack in the sidewalk up to my house. I step on it every day. I cares not. Step on a crack, break your
Your
brother's
mom,
back.
every time you do it, your mom's like, ah, fuck.
Maybe
Yeah, she-
I don't know.
every
She
time.
calls
she's
you up,
never
she's
said
like-
anything about it to me about it. I don't know what you want me to do. Like I don't know. I never been like superstitious or anything like that. Even though I did play those games when I was younger.
Yeah.
but it was a game to me. It was-
like
it was
when they
never
say
real.
something about the like broken mirrors or under the ladder or whatever.
Well, yeah, you walk on.
You get bad luck.
Walking
7
on a
years
ladder,
bad
But
luck.
why? But
opening
why
an
though?
umbrella inside like a house or something.
I think it's because somebody probably walked underneath the ladder and it got squished.
all of these superstitions come out of some tragic event.
They
Yeah.
come out from old ladies that use it to
Old white
fear.
ladies.
From old ladies in
To scare
general
kids,
to
right?
scare the
Old-
kids to
old
get them to
Italian
sit the
grandmas.
fuck down.
Like,
Sit
yeah.
down before you walk under that ladder. You're gonna fall and you're gonna die
It's just
and
like
crack
religion,
your head.
though. As you're right, it's just like religion because a lot of religions and the
It's built on
ideas of
fear.
gods was built to.
figure it
Actually, this is something I went through in. This is when I kind of stopped believing in religion from this exact situation that you're talking about. I'm in class. It was a survey of American history, and they're talking about how the nomads or somebody like that, the leader of the community, started to just create these ideas of gods, and the gods will be mad at you if you don't do this or you don't do that, and they would use that to get them to basically do what they wanted them to do, come together and farm and all this other crap. Either way, it was the making up of these stories and these relationships with God and what God would do to get them to act right. And that's
Yeah.
the same thing that they did with old ladies.
Yeah,
using
it's like
the religious
it-
card.
It just becomes a thing over a certain amount of time.
Manipulation
You
over
just-
control.
yeah, and that's how you
Yes.
control people. It's still, I think, it still controls us to this day.
No, I was going to say I agree. My grandmother was super religious, but super superstitious. I couldn't touch her with a broom. If I did, she would spit on it to reverse whatever the bad juju was. I'm not kidding.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
and
it is now.
I think she might be a witch. She can't.
Yeah, you win.
But she didn't believe in Friday 13th, but I do. So here's something spooky.
Spice it up.
So on new moons, approximately 28 days ago, I will sit and I will think about all the good things I want to happen, kind of like meditating and manifesting.
I've heard
and
of this.
in the past, and I have a journal to prove it, everything always manifests on full moons. So if this Friday is a harvest moon, and Viv's pulled my cards before, and she said in September I'd get a new job and all this fun stuff, and that actually manifested effective today. So yeah, it's
You got a new job?
specifically job, same employer, just a new job.
Gotcha. I got you. Okay. Okay. Whoa.
fair.
Hold on. So you have the proof. You have receipts. You've written this down
Receipts.
when you made these proclamations during full moons,
New moon.
new moons,
Get it right.
and you can look back and see them come to fruition
Yep.
on paper.
Not even kidding. It doesn't even surprise me anymore. So I think about it. I'm like, oh, I've been waiting on it to be official like all week, and it's been dragging out. And then today I was just like, oh, well, that makes sense. It's a full moon. Rightfully so. It should be official and fully manifested
I have
today.
a question because
So real quick, because the 13 is a combination of number 1 and 3. So in numerology, it is connected to the ascending masters and their ability to help you manifest your desires. Boom.
So-
Ascending masters.
So I have something to say to that.
Ascending master.
The universe.
Trump.
All right. So remember on the episode where we had the tarot reading,
Yeah. When she pulled up. Yeah.
and I remember us saying something like, "Where, regardless of what hand you pull, you try to compare it to something in your life. So even if, say, what I had was completely different, I would have been like, oh yeah, that compares to my life. So for example, like say you didn't get a new job, or whatever, or you didn't have that kind of reading, or it was in like your thing. You getting a new job wouldn't have meant anything because you're like, oh, I didn't hear about that. It just happened. But say something else happened and coincidentally, you know what I mean? Like,
Is you saying it only makes sense because you make it make sense?
yeah,
Is that how you do it?
that's how I feel about
I
it.
strongly disagree.
Yeah.
So I wrote everything down specifically: dollar amount, position, company, when, how, who would be involved, who would be offended, how I would feel, all these specifics. She confirmed it. Anytime she pulls something, and that's how I feel about tarot in general, it's just a confirmation. Like whatever's already there. If I already have creative ability, it's already there, and she confirms it. So it came after I wrote all that down. And I went to her out of frustration, and she pulled it, and she was just like, yeah, you're going to get some motion in September. So
Did you do anything differently between them to get that motion, or did you work the same?
I moved out of my comfort zone
Yeah.
because I was very adamant about what I wanted.
So maybe in the no, I'm not trying to like
Oh, no.
play it down your thing, but I was just thinking like the beauty I feel like in tarot reading and things like that is it in the back of your head it makes you want that, so you actually kind of get it.
That's the,
Yeah,
I think that's what. Well,
I think to that, I think there's a lot of creating things through positivity, right? Positive thinking. All the successful people in the world, you listen to them talk when they're not on their high horse. Yeah, they talk about how you want it, you will it into existence, and then it just happens. Now, getting it like that, where it's like, oh, September 15th, I'm going to get this much. That's psycho, but it's awesome that it works.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
don't
so
write my damn
I
note.
think
like
it's
Death
like-
Note almost.
yeah, it's almost like that's like your conscious
Yeah.
working for you. It's good.
But I
though.
think
Either
once
way,
you
it's
put
still
that
magic.
thought,
Yeah.
yeah. But once you put that thought out in the universe that I'm going to get a raise, I'm going to get this job, I'm going to do this, that's awesome.
well, I don't do it down to the day. I guess that's a surprise of it all. I wish I could.
That'd be incredible. If you said that, I'd have been like, all right,
I wish I could. I'm hitting the lottery on November 13th because that's my birthday.
boom,
Right.
All right, doing it.
Like,
November 13th?
Yeah.
Me too. That's why I love the 13th. Yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah.
You might need to try what she
And
do.
you're single, right?
No, but you might need to try what she does because I don't know. Isn't tarot connected to also astrology and shit like that, right? So your
think so.
birthday and your signs and shit
Yeah.
like that. So it may work better for certain people of certain signs. Is that a thing? or is it doesn't matter who you are? Or
No, it's your interpretation of the cards. Really, all I'm doing is facilitating your ability to decipher what it is you want and what you don't want. So I didn't do anything. She just came to me and I gave her something to look at. And if the cards came out in a way that she didn't like, then she would know I don't like that. So I need to do X, Y, Z to make sure that that doesn't come out.
That doesn't happen.
And then if she would have liked it, then then she just has to keep doing exactly what she's doing, and it's a boost.
I always thought it was you were like, oh, you're gonna die tomorrow. I thought it was just like you just told shit that was going on. I didn't know it was like this is.
That's like
you figure it
fortune
out.
telling, right? It's different,
Yeah, that's
right?
Yeah, I'm not a psychic. I can't tell the future,
Yeah.
but there are some future aspects, but it's in the same way where you can see somebody walking down the street and you're like, this motherfucker's gonna walk into the fountain because he's not looking. It's that kind of thing, and any actions that you're taking up until this point is gonna
Lead up to that.
lead up to that.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
but yeah, I mean, all of that, like in what we like to do in this metaphysical world, the Friday the 13th, the moon, all of that stuff is it's just a good time to get together, and it's a creative time.
Get naked and dance in the woods.
I won't lie. I did. Well, I kind of do it anyway, but I almost put on all black this morning. I do own an all black cat, so
Oh,
my
fancy.
God.
What's the cat's name?
And she does
important.
do fires and runs around them naked because this bitch is a Scorpio.
What?
And her skin sizzles when she touches brooms.
that's
I
crazy.
do. Weirdly though, I feel like I do believe in like the energy. Like
I do
if
too.
there's anything that I believe in that's not like a spiritual. Like I feel like I do feel energy. Like you ever have days where you wake up and you're like, there's so many people that are just happy right now. I feel it. Everybody feels good.
I've never.
No, I feel like it's like it's like a communal thing.
So I have
not like I'm a
something to that.
clairvoyant or anything. But,
So
you know.
the what is that holiday that just passed? Islam.
For who?
9/11.
The Eid.
Yikes.
The Eid, the one where everybody goes and prays
This
at the
was
same
Eid
time.
al-Ahad.
Eid al-Ahad is a time where every Muslim in the world prays at the same time, no matter where they're at. So if it's 3 a.m. here,
I think that's a beautiful thing, though.
so, but those days are said to be like really good energy days, good omens, because a third of the world is Muslim and a third of the world is praying
So-
at a specific time. So,
For me,
you can believe it or you cannot, but I would get on the train because it's only good vibes.
So for
right?
me, like if I was a part of a specific religion,
Right.
and I was,
What specific religion was that?
no, I'm just, I don't know, I'm not part of any. No, I'm saying if I was a part of any religion.
Oh, if you were, I thought you said you were, bro.
No, anyway.
I was like, you don't want to name it? Are you protecting the church?
No. and I knew at that moment everybody was like, kneeling down or sitting down or whatever, however they wanted to pray. I'd be like overwhelmed, knowing
Right.
like everybody feeling the same way that I do is in the same moment.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd probably cry.
I
don't
came
know.
up- I came
it's like
up
a
Muslim.
powerful thing. Like if there's like a billion people or however many part of that,
I
it's
came
nice.
up Muslim with my family. I've been to many of Eid, and I've went to these prayers with the. Normally you go to church, right? You go to church. We go to the mosque, and it's only but so big. It's only but so big. When the Eid comes and everybody is coming to pray, they're trying to accommodate people from all the surrounding counties because they all come to one place. The next place that's having the Eid is, 6 towns over. So they rent out like these different large spaces and trap it out for the prayer. And it's a lot of people there. It's a lot of people there. When everybody stands up to pray and you look down this line that's going basically halfway down the block and you look back and it's a sea of people, it feels a certain way.
Yeah.
It does. It's almost like, I know you would show me these concerts the rock stars have, right?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
But it's, not as chaotic.
They have that though
I
with
guess.
religion now. Like that one Joel Osteen guy, he has like a. Not that I hate him, but no, he's the worst.
Joel Osteen?
Oh, like those churches,
But no, he
worships
no,
and stuff,
hey,
where they like
yo,
praise
his
God and
church is
everything?
literally
he
like an old.
spits truth though.
His church is like I think he bought like the old like basketball stadium or something.
Yeah.
If I don't know if
I
I'm
made
right.
it a church because
He got money.
he
It's
has
like a
that many people coming.
Trillion people
got
that goes
money.
to his shit.
Yeah. It's a good feeling. I can understand
disgusting.
anybody in any of these crowds that have a very large amount of people, like just feeling it and believing in it reaffirms their beliefs and makes it stronger and deeper when you're in these large crowds of people who are also doing the same.
Yeah, just to kind of touch a little bit more so on the energy wise, they did a study. I don't know when. You can Google it, but they did a study where they took like a selection of people, like 10 people. They isolated them, right, and they gave them crossword puzzles from the paper, right.
Okay.
One that had been out for a few days, and one that just came out that day, and the one that had been out for a few days, but they've been in isolation. They haven't touched it. All of them got all the answers, all of them. But the one that had just gotten out that day, like they got maybe a third of them.
Why?
And what they're saying is that. Get ready to take the red pill. What they're saying is that we're all connected, right? So once the answers are out there, it's easier for us to grab and connect to those answers.
Out of the air, like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
NFC.
We're all connected energy wise,
NFC.
and we can all kind of feel each other.
Oh, okay.
I honestly,
it goes just along the same fucking religious
No,
shit we just talked
I mean,
about.
I feel you know. I'm not saying it's crazy.
You're
I'm just
looking at
thinking
me.
because
You're looking at me.
you talking about 10 people put the answers in. If that was the question,
No.
I would have never
Those
failed
10
the test
I'm
in
talking
school. I should have been.
No,
I should have
they
been
don't
straight.
talk to each other or anything, right?
No, the 10 people
Unless
are
you were
isolated.
the router. I'm the router.
The 10 people are isolated.
In the
They're
room.
talking about the people in the world. Like they're talking about the paper that's been given to people. It's not like they gave here's a piece of paper. It's the newspaper.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh,
That people in the entire world.
So they're
are
pulling
out.
on a bigger network.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
you're
Do you-
saying.
Yeah.
Is that like
Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like it may be like a subconscious that makes you be
Right.
more in tune with something.
Right.
So, for example, like if I was,
That is legit the Matrix.
if I, like if I was like say I'm writing a song on like guitar or keyboard or bass
Right.
or whatever, and I was just writing a song and it was just me playing, I'd be like, yeah, cool, whatever. But if I knew at 8 p.m. on this day everyone was going to do that, I would be so much more in the zone
Right.
Yeah.
subconsciously.
Yeah.
It's
But
kind-
it goes back. I mean, you even go to like significant others, right? You have like an unspoken bond. We can kind of look at them and you can know.
Yeah.
She knows what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, I don't have to say this. She knows, and like you can't explain it, but they just know it.
Yeah.
Whereas like I look at him and he's like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?"
You get
know
in
what I
tune.
mean?
You
That's
get in
true.
tune with
Right.
each other.
You get connected.
Right.
You know, when you're on that level. That's how.
I was going to say this too, just piggybacking off what you said. Like it's to me, I think of it as very simple. Like energy goes where attention flows. So when you talk about that scenario,
bars.
you
Dropping
gonna
bars.
give you
That's
a
the
clap.
title?
Dropping bars,
Dropping
dude.
bars.
That's D money for you.
Yeah.
Dang.
no, but I when you said that, it made me think about an experiment from a Japanese pseudoscientist. His name is Masaru Emoto,
Well, I'm gonna love this.
and he did the. I guess you call it the. Are you laughing at the way I said
No,
that?
I'm laughing at him.
Anything Japanese
Asian.
is like I'm
Anything
game.
Asian, he's like, oh yeah.
Masaru Emoto. But no, he took 2 glasses of water and he focused negative energy on one and positive energy on the other. So the glass that had the negative energy, the crystals froze into like these distorted, ugly designs. And the positive energy glass had like beautiful, like snowflake, design or crystals. So I guess what they gather from that is, any religion, it's all based in the same thing. It's all science based stuff. You can move matter by energy just if you think about a thing, and that's going back to what you said. You wake up and you think, oh, it's a shit day. You're totally gonna have a shit day. So same thing.
The power
Yeah.
of positivity.
I don't want to get into mutants and shit, but
Let's do it.
no, we're not.
X-Men?
We're not going to get into. We're not going to get into telekinesis.
It is
and-
weird though, like where you're saying like if you wake up in a bad mood or I know we all have this. If
It's like Mondays.
so, say
Everybody
you're-
hates Mondays
You ever
on
have
Monday.
okay?
Yeah.
So say you're having a great day and you get home and your significant other's having
It's a
bad
hard
mood.
word.
Yeah, it is. I said it too. I couldn't
I
say it
fucked it
either.
up.
Isn't that funny? Your significant other. I was trying to
Yes.
keep it neutral. I want to say when your wife.
Get home, your bitch is sitting there.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. It was
I gotta go
Your
bitch.
partner.
Hey, yo, bitch.
Yeah, with your partner. There you go.
Yo, bitch.
Oh my god.
Fucking bitch.
I've been waiting to do a DMX impression on one of my podcasts. I can't believe it. The first was the space.
Where was it going?
Yeah, I have no
That's
idea.
got X.
Your significant other. No, you say you come home and your significant other is in a mood and she feels a certain way.
She?
Yeah. What-
No,
Bro, she's right
How
there.
can you assume?
I know. Jeez.
She.
Yeah.
She's right there.
No.
But
All right, no.
2019.
All right. What?
2019.
19, man.
I thought you
can't
said
say that
she's
no more.
All right. Anyway.
That'd be legal if she was 19.
Yeah, Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't say 12.
Yo, did no.
All right. Oh God. Okay. Wow.
Sorry, derailing this whole
You're right.
conversation.
All right. Oh my God. So you get home and you're in a great. It's like one of the best days you've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in a bad mood, and like the whole day just disappeared. And the energy changed. Uh-oh.
Speak on
I got something to say. Is that just men? Do women deal with that as well? You come home and your significant other is in a bad mood and your shit's fucked up.
Yeah, all the time. Amanda tells me that every day.
Really?
Not every day, but like
Damn.
They might not show it.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it. Right. I don't see it.
It's not the same for us and them.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're pretty open. I'm like, she's like, oh, dude, I was having such a good day.
I mean,
Just,
I don't
you
even
Or
know-
I'd be like, damn, my day just got
I don't think
fucked.
I show it either, but my mental is all fucked up. Like, if you're going home to relax and,
You
Viv-
show it.
I don't feel like I show it.
You show it.
I do.
Yeah.
How's he show it?
He shows it like this.
I think
Shifty eyes. He's super cautious.
like I think
You want some water?
Oh,
He tries very hard.
There's an
to-
undertone to "Do you want water?"
No, it's more of a like
It's a look.
tiptoey.
It's a look.
It's a yeah.
Okay, so
But I didn't come home to do
how would he
that.
say it if
You
he
know
was
what I
in a
mean?
good mood? How would he say the water thing? How would he look?
He wouldn't.
I was about to say. I was about to say that too. She knows me so well. It's not true.
that's incredible.
Anyway, listen. All I'm saying is, I don't come home to have like. If I come home and the energy is bad, or she had a bad day or something like that, and I came home because I just want to relax, it might have just thrown me off because she's in a bad mood, and I'm like, I need to tend to her, but it wasn't what I was planning on doing. So I feel like I don't show it. Underneath, I might be slightly annoyed or just not annoyed at you, just know that I can't do what I wanted to do. I'm not in the same mental state I wanted to be in because I'm doing something else now. So I didn't think I showed it, but it definitely, the energy comes my way and changes my energy because I can't do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't never realize females went through the same thing.
Oh, they're human beings, dude.
I mean, they are, but I just
Wow,
don't see
he
it.
didn't know you
Because
guys are human.
Look,
Really?
I'm not
And we are like
on.
intuition. Whenever you guys are intuitive, you are tapping into your woman. You know, the woman.
That's the
Honestly,
estrogen
Honestly,
quality
if,
about it.
if
Yes.
yeah,
your femininity.
if anything, women are
Femininity.
overflowing with that kind of
Oh yeah.
exuding that.
Oh, all right. Look, energy. Keep your energy good.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good thing.
Let's move on before I get myself in trouble.
Even if
They-
it is
they-
Friday the 13th.
I don't. There's
I didn't want to be this one to say something.
Yeah.
there was before
not
we
my
before
house.
we go away from this. There was one.
My shit's at 69 year
whoa.
round.
What?
what?
We're talking about the AC.
It says hot. It's hot in this motherfucker. Goddamn.
All these damn mouth breathers.
Yeah.
All right, let me just close it out. Fucking brain went stupid there. Like I literally just went stupid. I forgot what I was saying.
It's
Oh,
all good.
yeah. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was like somebody on TV or they said. Actually, I think it was like a pastor or some religious guy. I don't know. Sometimes they'll say things that I think are nice. He said like when you go to bed, like always, like say like oh I love you or like always have a good like
Never go to bed
rest
mad.
Right,
with your
never go to
significant
bed
yeah
mad.
go in, if
Right.
you go to bed with your significant other in a good mood kind of thing like
It's good advice.
Because they'll
Yeah.
fucking stab you in the middle
Exactly.
of the
Because
night.
it's good advice. I don't know how realistic it is, but it's good
Fuck
advice.
that.
I was like,
Dang, okay,
Well,
wow.
Ma, it won't happen if she's thirsty. You should give her
Ooh.
water often.
I get.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Listen.
Well,
Yeah,
she
he-
said he only
Yeah.
gets her water when he's like,
Yeah, you know
But he comes upstairs with a big ass cup of water.
Yeah,
By
he's-
the- I'm like, can I get a sip? I drank it all.
it's full.
You know how much energy he burns walking up those stairs?
I don't know, man.
Listen. Talk about the facts. Talk about science. What's happening to my body as I'm coming up these steps?
Because of his massive
He's
weight.
exuberantly tired. Okay. Yeah, right. I
You
mean,
sweating by the time
You
you
know
get
what
to
I'm
bed.
saying? It's a fact of life. Yeah.
She's like, yo, you want working out? I walk up the stairs.
Fact of the matter is, she'd been up there for 4 hours. She could have came down here stairs and got some water.
she watched
if
like
was
17
thirsty.
episodes of
She
How
knew
to
she
Get
was
Her.
thirsty 2 hours ago, but she didn't want to say shit till I came upstairs. Anyway, listen. Let's change subject before I get in trouble. Listen, okay.
That's fair.
Speaking of energy, man, people putting energy in the world that I don't understand. I don't know how I feel about this. Who does anybody? Can somebody pull up this story about the dog and the kid who got into a fight?
The specific one? There's probably more.
I don't have a phone.
like
It's probably multiple. Not a fight. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't a fight. I think a dog attacked a girl.
Can you imagine a dog on two legs fist fighting?
There was a dog, a canine
Is
who
it in-
attacked
is this
a
in
girl,
New York?
a little
No,
girl.
I thought
kind
it was
of
a
dog
pit
is
It was
bull,
a
right?
4-year-old girl in
4-year-old girl.
Bloomington, Illinois.
Oh my god.
And a pit bull, right?
You're only
Yeah.
at 40%.
Yeah, my shit's.
Yeah, so
It's okay. I don't need it. It's okay.
until we find an article, basically what happened was the dog attacked the girl and killed the girl. Did she die?
What?
Yeah, the little girl dies from this dog attack, right?
A pit bull.
Oh, of course.
from
Why
a
wouldn't
pit
it be a
bull.
pit bull? Why not?
Okay.
I know, of course.
Now what
Shove
happened?
me in there.
What happened was
Shove me in.
what happened after all of that?
Oh yeah.
Everybody decided to praise and not praise, but try to protect the rights of the dog.
What rights does a dog have?
to
the
not be
idea
killed
of the dog,
because they murder.
I find that
I want to say the humanity of a dog, but it's not human.
So
Right.
The life.
the thing about that is like dogs are so different from other dogs. Like even pit bulls.
What?
Like-
Those dogs. Okay, I was like, that fucking makes no sense.
Yeah.
Pit bulls? No, pit bulls are different.
They're dogs.
Dogs are dogs. All dogs are dogs.
I will say though they do have
Hold
a
up. We got pop champagne. Pop champagne. I wish I had that drop right now. Go ahead. Let me see what you got.
It's weird that you said that when she started to grab her shirt.
I can't
Go ahead.
focus
Oh, no,
with
listen
all
to
the
that.
pressure. Shut up. Okay, everyone, direct your energy.
Push the top out.
Jesus.
Now she can't do it. She messed up our sound effect. Moving on.
Yeah, no, dogs. I'm somewhat of a firm believer. I say somewhat because I do kind of question my belief sometimes that dogs are dogs, and it's mainly the owner.
Yes.
But I will say that some dogs are inherently more aggressive than others.
Okay.
Oh, that was a
There
good one.
you go.
See, it was my chakra.
I know. I
energy,
felt
right?
it. Dude, you did a force push.
It did the force. But yeah, no, I had a pit bull for a short time. It was kind of like a foster home, we'll say. It was at my long story. I'm not gonna get the backstory. Doesn't matter. I had a pit bull
right.
for a short time, and it was a cute dog. It was happy, but he was very aggressive. He didn't bite my kids, but I also have a boxer. My boxer is like 120 pounds. He's a fat ass dog.
Right. Big
My two children that we've had him longer than we've had our kids. My two children always crawled on top of him. Never had an issue. He's never shown an ounce of anger or aggression.
Right.
But this little dog we had for like 6 months, and he's showing aggression chewing, aggression towards the dog.
How old was the dog?
Boxers are an
puppy.
aggressive breed, also. So
They
that's
are right.
interesting.
Right. It's a puppy. I mean, he wasn't old enough to get fixed. That's how young he was.
Well, that might have been the personality of that dog.
You're
not
right.
that
I can
breed.
piggyback
You
on
know
what he
I
said because I have
Yeah.
2 dogs, so I'm
Yeah.
sure people they've heard about my dogs. So I have a purebred Pembroke Welsh Corgi.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're very loving, loyal, amazingly sweet dog. And then like he'd never hurt anybody. He's super sweet with everybody. And then I have a mixed, like she's a pit bull, but then she also has Chow and Whippet. And pit bulls and Chows are
I don't know.
Kind of.
a whippet
they're kind of like racer dogs.
Yeah.
They're
Really
very
small,
skinny.
skinny.
Yeah.
related to Willow Smith.
No. But anyway,
never mind.
So Bryn is also as sweet as Oliver. Like if she would meet you, she would lick you. She would sit on your lap.
yeah,
if she
no,
could,
I hung out with
yeah,
them.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
super cool. They're
So, but she
We
can
kicked it.
she can be unpredictable with other dogs. So she was totally fine for like most of her life, and then maybe 2 years ago, she started to like if there's a dog that's a little bigger than her, she gets kind of in their face and starts growling, and we're like, what the heck? So if you have a dog that is known to be a vicious breed, a lot of people are like, oh, my pit bull, this or that, or my whatever. It's like, you can't have too much pride with animals, especially dogs. So you kind of have to know boundaries with them as well.
I feel like people get too comfortable with their animals.
Yeah.
I think
Or-
at no point, even
Yeah.
though I've had my dog for a very long time, very, very long time, that he's never really alone with my children. Not that he's going to bite them, but dogs, like humans, can snap at any moment. You don't know their mental state. They can't tell you hey,
they
hey,
can't talk.
He's pulling on my tail. Can you fucking stop this? I'm going to bite his face off. He's pulling on my tail. He can't say
Exactly.
that. He just sits there and maybe
Yeah,
growls
and
a little
deals with
bit. Right.
Right.
Yeah, when
You don't know when
we
he's
used
going to
to-
want to not deal with it anymore.
we used to
Exactly.
But wait a minute. So at what point is this dog that is associated with... Because the story was that the little girl died via the pit bull.
Right.
And then everybody in the comment
what's the
section
backstory though? There's so many questions.
Right. So that's exactly
their
what the,
kid?
that's
Was it
exactly
the
what the
kids?
comment said. The comment was there's so many questions. We have to know exactly about this pit bull and how it was raised and XYZ. And then everybody else was like, who gives a fuck?
I
The
do.
dog killed
No.
the little kid.
So
at
There's
what-
more than that. Dogs have to be around the other dogs. Or
I
other
stand
kids.
on firm ground. If an animal kills a human, it gets killed. Point blank. That's how I feel. I also feel the same way about humans, to be fair. If you kill him, you need to die. Point blank.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm fucking... You know how I am.
I know how you
I'm
are.
fucking
I know
even
exactly
Steven.
how you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
If a dog kills a
Does it
human...
depend on the situation?
If a
If he
dog
kills
kills-
somebody in
Well,
self-defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different. But I mean, that dog... I assume I have no. We're going to
Right,
pull
but
the
in that story, in that sense,
Was the
the
kid
dog is always
punching
in
the dog?
self-defense.
Is
Yeah.
it though?
Well, in the eyes of people, because dogs can't talk, so
Right,
something
but
had
if a
to have
ki-
antagonized the dog,
Well,
which
if
is
the kid's
what the view
playing
is.
with a dog, and the dog
Is
They don't-
snaps.
dogs?
Right, it could
dogs
be
will generally
in
give
their
like
perspective. It could have been that they were being antagonized. We only
matter.
okay. The big
Right.
thing with
Human life is always higher than any animal, in my opinion.
the big thing with
I
dogs is like if a dog can't look at you when you're playing with it, then it's gonna probably attack you if you.
And the
wait.
4-year-old girl
Yeah.
wouldn't know that.
There's a exactly.
It's a
A 4-year-old
4-year-old
doesn't
child.
know.
Why?
Right, she
Okay,
wouldn't
but
know that.
was she alone with it? Was it hers? Was she in the neighbors? We don't
I don't
know.
know.
To be,
Wait,
that's what I'm
to
saying, we
be
don't
honest
know.
with you, I feel just like you. At the end of the day, as humans, we evolve. We have emotions and different things going on. So animals do the same thing. I think, like you said, we forget that these are animals. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
a gorilla. I don't care what it's a dog. And I really hate when people are like, oh well, because I've always been a dog owner. The cat I have now is my first cat, and I almost got rid of her. But they are animals at the end of the day.
Yes.
So you
So
never know.
we have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and our dogs and our cats are like homies. Like one of our cats will sleep with Bryn, our pit bull mix, and they'll sleep together and they'll cuddle together. It's awesome. But if they didn't grow up with other cats when we got our cats, because they were with cats before, they may have not had that.
I got a question for you.
Yeah. So
If Bryn killed a 4-year-old girl,
Mm-hmm.
would you put Bryn down?
if Bryn attacked a 4-year-old girl, like just
Attack her.
Snapped.
just
attacked her.
snapped.
If the little girl came into your house and her mom was not watching her, or she was watching her and just didn't.
Oh
just
yeah,
stop playing
that's
with the dog.
not something you want. Yeah, that's very bad. I feel bad for saying that.
But it would
You know
be
why?
but it would
No,
be the mom's fault because she saw.
no, hold on.
the
I feel bad
kid-
for talking. Today is like Prince's birthday. That's really funny.
Okay, let's do Ollie then.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
No, I just thought that was ironic. If Bryn
Yeah.
killed somebody, no, I get what you're saying. No, if a dog just attacks anything, if a dog attacked my cat and killed my cat, I'd be like, there's something going on. They just don't do that.
What would you
Right,
do?
what would you do?
I mean, if a dog even bites, you generally put it down. That's generally
Is that the right
How does
answer?
that fix the problem? I mean, and I'm just saying.
No, that's very true.
But when we say that, it's like that is the punishment. Like, oh, in that life. But it's like you brought this dog, this animal, inside, domesticated, and when it behaved
Like
in
mammal.
a natural manner,
You
you,
can-
want to
you can-
kill it. It's
I will-
just like
Well,
No, I know. You can
I-
generally. I will say I've known people that have animals that they've tried to go through like the puppy school and everything, and they just couldn't tame it. And I understand having to do it, not kill it, but maybe
Fuck it.
not kill it, but
Start
give
over.
it away. But like,
Go back to the puppy farm.
fuck it, start over.
yeah, like nah. But
Yeah.
you can generally tame all of our animals are fine.
If my dog were to attack a cat and kill a cat, I probably wouldn't care. I mean, I would
a
care.
cat.
It's a cat. But even if another dog, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't be too concerned. It escalates to me that if my dog were to show aggression towards my children, I would kill it with my bare hands.
What's the difference?
My it's a human fucking life. Are you kidding me?
Life
agree.
is life, though. I mean,
No.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
cannot
that.
take human beings and put them on the same playing field
Yeah.
as any other animal.
Yeah, you can't.
Why? What makes
Even reincarnation, even in
they're-
Buddhism,
they're-
they don't do that because
they're
it's
animals.
when you
No, it's
reincarnate,
it's
you
an
so?
come in.
If
It's
a dog,
privilege
if a
to be
dog
born
went
a
out
human.
and killed another dog for whatever reason, I would suspect it would probably
I mean,
also kill.
I would
a kid.
take the animal probably if okay. Let's just be realistic. If my dog were to attack another dog, I would immediately take it to the vet because it's something that's very uncharacteristic for him. Right? If my dog were to attack my children, I would immediately kill it because I can't guarantee that's not going to happen again.
That's what I was gonna say.
And
like,
my wife's at home against a 125-pound dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right. My
That's
wife
fair.
outweighs the dog, obviously, but still a 125-pound dog
That's a
of
big-ass
muscle.
dog.
Right.
Yeah.
My children are 6 and 3. If that dog gets on my child, my wife's not gonna be able to get it off.
Nope.
So
And
why
that's
would
a-
I risk that?
And that's
Yeah.
a natural thing, and that's what I'm saying about all of this. Like, just respect the natural state of whatever this human. I agree. I never value any animal over a human, but yeah, that's what you should do. If and anything, any person, any animal attacks your children, you react naturally.
Right.
So I'm just like, just be aware of the risk. You bring a dog in the house, they may have a bad motherfucking day,
Yeah.
and
So are those people that stick up for the dogs. Are they ever right? Is there ever a situation where they are right?
No, they're just contrarians. They like to say what's popular. And I feel, maybe not everybody, but, somebody always want to get in the comment section and try to get a couple followers. It's like, oh my God, they need to slaughter the dog, or the parent of that, the dog owner, got into all this legal trouble and everything else. But I'm like, I cannot see how someone would value a animal life over human life.
Yeah.
What I think is like,
That's so funny to hear.
Because humans are assholes.
humans are assholes.
Humans are
And at
assholes.
the same time, the same people that get into the comments and say value the dog's life and this, that, and the third don't have a problem eating chicken and hamburgers and that cows
some
and chickens
probably
are dying
do.
on a regular basis.
Or
some do,
dogs
but the
or
majority
cats.
of them in them comments are probably not.
Right, and
I agree.
those people are the people that look at the chart and they're like, "Oh, this is
where I'd stop, at
this
the
is
horse."
Where I'd stop at the horse. These are pets." Have you seen those things?
Which
Like,
is
I've
stupid.
never
I've seen that, and the rabbit is on the wrong side of that, by the way.
The rabbit is on the pet side.
It's on the not eat side, which
Yeah.
We ate rabbit
What?
in Miami.
Yeah. No. When her pops came down here,
I'm Puerto Rican. We
Oh, that's
eat
right.
everything.
Yeah.
it was not as good as I thought it was going to be.
Did you think it was going to be amazing?
I didn't know what to think.
I feel like that about duck. I
never
tried
had it.
duck, and I was just like, oh,
I don't
no.
like the. I like that we've changed the subject. I don't like the way the meat looks.
I think
Like
that-
when you look at duck is a very dark meat. I'm not a big dark meat kind of guy.
Okay.
Right.
I've
So
never
I'll
seen it.
eat steak, and I'll eat ground turkey, and I'll eat ground beef, and I'll eat chicken, obviously. But like,
The thing with the
That's
rabbit, it
weird.
felt like it was too many bones. You couldn't get to the meat because it was bone everywhere.
That's
Either
gross.
way. But this is a
What
part
kind
of
of
what I'm
duck are you
talking
guys
about, where
having?
people.
Ah.
Oh, you got the good
Okay.
duck.
Yeah, you got the Asian duck.
I don't know what kind of duck you're
Whole
talking about.
duck.
But
It's like
okay.
a
mallard over there.
Yeah, it comes out and they just chop the head off like in a Christmas story.
Dude, that's like the best part.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this is what we mean. This is how I feel when I say because I agree that no animal life should be
Humans
higher than a
be-
human life. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Come
not going
before-
to.
That's such a
animals.
weird thing to say because it doesn't really make sense.
Why is that?
How does that make no sense?
You can't say.
I feel
I
like
mean,
you're severely outnumbered here. Don't be afraid.
well, yeah, no, I understand.
And that's okay.
We're on
I'm
top of the food
curious.
chain.
That's what I mean. Like,
Our,
we're on top
our
of,
life
No,
has to be.
We're
talking
not
about
on the
child,
top of the
too.
food chain.
because you're
we are.
not because you're.
If you go into the Amazon, you're going to die. You're not in the top of the food chain.
But we're not in the Amazon. We're
Right.
in
No,
the
no,
regular world.
we're not. We're not. No. We're not in the food chain. We're not a
We-
part. We're not a part of nature.
I get-
Human beings aren't a part of
Which
nature.
makes us
We
higher
can't
than
be
them
blamed
already.
for climate change and then say we're not.
No,
top
I'm
of
not
food
talking
change
about
and
climate
part of-
change. No, I'm
it's
just saying
part of nature.
we're
We are.
we're human.
are.
We're in our own. We're not top of the food chain. We're the only thing in the food chain.
Okay. But we
Well,
eat
no,
everything
by
else.
by default.
We literally can eat anything else on this planet.
yeah, but no. What I'm saying is like we're not like we.
Not the
we're-
strongest,
We
most
are.
powerful.
No, but
I
yeah.
respect nature.
Most intelligent.
I respect it. We are the most intelligent. We are the most.
Okay, of humans.
We can create tools. No,
Of
we only
human-
talking about Earth.
Yeah.
We're only talking about Earth and nature. And
Okay, what I'm
what's
saying-
on this
what I'm-
planet.
no, no,
What are you talking about?
Right? Like Pluto. Where are we going?
I'm just saying on
Outer
this
space?
planet, there is.
Friday the
Now,
13th.
now, don't get me wrong.
Venus on here? Let's
Listen, don't
see.
get me
No,
wrong because
go
I
ahead.
do this all the time. We had this conversation the other day where I feel like 50 midgets would lose in a physical fight versus a lion.
Little people.
50,
Well, anybody
little
would
people,
lose in a
little
lion.
people.
Why can't they?
Sorry.
I think it's okay to say
Sorry.
midgets, right? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
It's
know what
fine.
the
Go
word
ahead.
is. I'm sorry.
It's not-
I
I'm
think
sorry. I
I
apologize.
have this
Sorry.
debate. I have this debate with people to try to understand how people respect nature. So I asked them this question.
And every time, hang on, you're going to finish. Hang on. Every time he has this conversation, it always leads to the squirrel. Every fucking time. Yo.
does. It
Get
does.
100 billion ants and like an ostrich. Who wins? Okay, now this. Now
100
how about a
billion
squirrel?
One squirrel versus
Always
Forchunit.
ends to the squirrel.
Listen, so the question is, if there was 50 little people with no weapons who came to kill a lion, and the lion, a full-grown adult male lion, came to kill the 50 small people, who would win? The answer to this question makes me think that the person, based on their answer, respects nature more or less than they should. And I kind of judge people off of that. That's just me. I respect it. I think the lion is going to kill all 50 of the small people. I don't want to get into this debate right now. But I respect. What I'm saying is, I respect nature that
Wait,
much.
Do they have any weapons?
No, this is no weapons. I'm saying
yeah,
if it was
they're
a
all-
If
bear.
it was like
they're all
5 or 10 of them, I think the lion would win. But 50 of them, that's,
We're
there's
not
no
going to get
way.
this big
Here we go.
thing.
Yes, we are. Here we go.
No.
Maybe like 20 of them will win.
Yeah, that's what
my
I'm
key
saying.
argument is this, right?
Like the yeah, go ahead.
Because I've never been attacked by a squirrel. That's why I don't understand.
They outweigh the lion. The lion, and this is if we go by the rules.
You could choke the lion out.
That's what I'm saying.
If
You
we
could
go by the
choke 'em.
rules,
You
of
can
the
grab it
animal.
by each
They're
leg.
little people. They're armed.
They're
doesn't
exactly.
matter.
Yeah, but if
So
there's 50 of them, that's like 20 normal
shove
people.
He
one
could
of them
bite.
all 50,
One of
first
them
of
down
all,
the throat.
That was mean.
all
but-
50 of them can't grab him at the same
He
time.
could bite
number one.
5 at a time.
Space won't allow.
But no, he
can
can't.
swipe
He can't.
4 of them.
He's going
and put them down.
A lion. First off, a lion
It's like the-
is most likely not going to attack
You
first.
can, and this is what you always go to. What they're most
He's
likely
gonna
going to
probably-
do.
Because you
my
have to go by
conversation,
the laws of
my
nature.
conversation was if the lion came to kill them,
Right.
Purposely. Hey,
came
all
out the
50,
gate.
all
Come on, motherfucker.
Because
Yeah, he had
when
fucking
when lions
fisticuffs.
attack in nature, it's
Yeah.
for 2 things: it's for food,
Right.
or territory.
fuck.
That's it. That's why they attack.
Right.
Food, territory.
Right.
I'm taking it outside
That
of
is
that and
nature.
saying
The
that
lion-
physical being is purposely coming to
The
kill
lion-
50 small
So
people.
the lion's not going to gallop
Bruh.
full speed towards the midgets,
Why?
jump.
Why can't
and
it?
do like
Little
this,
people.
with
Isn't it
arms
like-
wide?
isn't
and
it like,
swipe, and
Why
kills
can't it?
10 of them one time.
Why can't it?
It's
Why
not,
can't
what the fuck? It's a cat.
Did you see? No. He said it's a cat.
What's going to happen?
What are you
It's
talking
going to go,
about?
meow.
What are you talking about? here?
3 midgets max, dead. Right at the clip. The
Okay.
rest of them,
No. Okay, did you ever see this video? I'm gonna pull it up for you. I can't even pull it up right now. I
Sounds
wish
brutal.
we had fucking like live.
Don't pull up
video streaming.
people
and shit.
getting
Listen.
killed
but
by
I seen.
lions.
Okay, do you remember the video? Right, there's a guy sitting there. He's trying to load his gun to shoot this lion. The lion is charging at him. Right? Yeah, he's loading the gun. He's loading the gun.
Stroking the gun. You know what I'm talking about?
He's
Get the
loading
out
the
of
gun,
here.
right? So he's loading the gun and he's trying to hurry up to get
This
his
a
sniper
musket?
rider. This I don't know what it is, but they're in Africa.
Right.
The lion is 100 yards out.
Yeah, they're quick.
And he's trying to shoot him.
Yeah.
So he's loading his gun. It doesn't work the first time. Boom, he shoots. He missed.
Yeah.
So he got to load up again.
Yeah.
The lion is barreling down on
I
this man.
get that.
Luckily, he got the shot off at the last second.
Right.
Shot him in the head, killed him immediately, and the
Right.
lion falls over.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The speed at which he was traveling,
Yeah.
if he would have swiped at this man, he would have cut him in
Annihilated.
half.
That's fine.
In half,
That's-
gone.
that's
He's done.
fine. That's fine.
That's like my truck driving over a 3-year-old kid.
That's
Wow.
fine.
Still 45 other
That's
little people.
right.
I'm just saying the force of nature. Do you know the bite force of a lion's jaw?
What was the original topic?
The original topic was I
dogs
respect
versus
nature.
kids.
Okay, I respect.
Yeah, we were going to say something.
I respect nature. Is all I'm saying. We're gonna get into this. We're
No,
gonna
yes,
talk about it later.
you were going to say something to me.
I respect
I don't
nature in a
remember what it
sense
was.
where I believe the lion will beat the 50 small people, meaning I respect it that much, but that doesn't mean they're above us because what separates us, like you said, we're outside of the food chain. Whatever puts us separated is our opposable thumbs, our brain, our ability to use weapons, tools, and things of that nature.
Yeah, but that's-
so I can never put myself equal to something that can't do that because we can always
All
figure
right.
out a
Well,
way.
let me explain. Sorry. Were you done? I apologize.
No,
Okay,
not done.
go ahead.
We'll always be able to figure out a way. Number one, we can create weapons and all those things, right? That also puts us totally separate from them, which means
Yeah.
they can't be equal to us ever, right?
Well, it's. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but it's different. Whereas, like, if humans didn't exist, the planet would be just fine.
But we do.
it's true.
I know. No, what I'm saying is, if animals didn't exist, we would not be able to live.
Yes, we would. Why? Oh, you talking about the things that they do for the planet to keep it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So animals, have that purpose.
It balanced nature.
That's not a good, because I mean it's the same thing because every animal does something different. So that would be the same if ants didn't exist, the rest of the planet wouldn't. Like you're removing
Yeah, is
one
there a list?
animal.
No. If you just removed animals as a whole,
If you move all animals from life,
I mean, but we do good things for the planet also.
not lately. Not the,
I mean, not lately, but
go.
initially, yeah, we do things. We clear
well,
out.
I'm honestly, humans are doing. I mean, we're the cause of everything.
doing more damage.
I mean,
of
yeah,
course you
now
are.
for
Of course
sure.
you
I
are.
don't
I mean, it's been that way
disagree
forever.
with
But what I'm saying is, like,
can't disregard all of us. God damn it!
equal. The way I see it in terms of equal, I'm trying to have it explained, is we have equal parts in the world in terms of what we do to the world. Like, you can't say I'm the same as a giraffe. No, that's stupid. That doesn't make any sense.
No, I'm better than a giraffe.
Okay, but it's again better. Purposes are different. We have our purpose that we do on life. Human beings do things that animals can't do, but then again, there's things that animals do that we can't do.
Probably, but we could build something to do it.
No,
Right, but
I mean
the
literally.
crux,
I
the
mean
crux of this
physically.
conversation is specifically to the dog
Yeah.
species. If every dog species was wiped off the planet, I think the worst case scenario we would have is an infestation of the smaller rodents and possible deer that the larger feral dogs take care of. But the domesticated animals, if they were all wiped off the planet,
It's not going to change it.
It's not going to change.
Actually, if we wiped all feral cats off the planet, we'd be so much better. We'd have
see, fucking cats suck.
feral cats.
Some
Are,
of them
I
do
will
better.
say,
actually,
sorry. I have a cat, I hate 'em.
feral cats are like the number one cause of so many extinctions because the birds.
Really?
The birds get eaten, and the actual animals in nature. Cats aren't a part of nature. They die and go extinct because they have no food to eat.
Because they're stupid.
Because the shitty cats.
I will say. Not
Let me
to
say, I
bring
have
up-
2 cats. I don't hate cats.
Not
I hate
to bring up
feral
the
cats.
past, but I will say the little boy who fell in the Harambe cage thingy.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have killed the gorilla.
Right.
No, the mom should have been a better mom.
Well, yeah, but I feel like there's
You're doing both here.
right. But the gorilla, the kid lived.
You
did
went
he not?
into the.
Did the kid live?
The kid lived. The gorilla
yeah,
didn't
the
take
kid
the kid. Just like, and the kid was dead.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Right,
fucking
right.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, the gorilla was whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he was
I'm not a
dragging
gorilla
him
guy.
around.
Yeah.
I remember. I was
I'm
like,
not a
he was dragging-
gorillologist.
Yeah.
But
That would be-
they like immediately like and they blew his fucking head away. You know, like there's other.
Was that in
methods
order
they
to get the
have.
kid away?
That was to be safety for the kid. They were afraid that
They
the
didn't
gorilla
want-
was going to
yeah.
overreact if they were to walk in because the gorilla was going to treat that as if it were as young and defend it.
That's
but
its territory.
A baby is not a baby gorilla. That makes sense.
I mean, I don't know because I don't know how else they would have got the kid out of there.
Trank?
Yeah.
Oh, they could have tranked him.
Yeah. You got. You're in a fucking zoo.
I think
Yeah,
because it
you're
was
right.
the
You're
amount
right
of
about
firepower you have that has trank guns.
yeah, but
I mean, Jurassic Park that shit.
I think they were just like I unfortunately feel like they just were like we can't take any chances.
Right.
The trank might not
Right,
work.
because they would
it
just be
sucks.
fucked. Right.
And
The
plus
kid
when you
would
have
get hurt before the
and when you
trank
have a
took
bunch of
effect.
onlookers like that,
But the animal
you know.
was 100% innocent in that situation, and I
Yeah.
don't feel like it should have been killed. So I do respect animal life, and I do care about it. But when it comes to, I don't know, when it comes to a life,
Dog attacks?
When it comes to life, I mean, if the monkey would have killed the kid, yeah, fucking
So
shoot
if
the
the-
monkey in the
okay,
face.
well, if the monkey was like-
but you
Yeah,
get
treating
what
him like a Barbie doll.
Yeah,
you
fucking
you
shoot
get
it.
what I'm saying at least. Like you can think that like you are the number one thing. That's fine,
Mm-hmm.
but you're the number one thing in your environment. If you went,
Yeah.
Correct.
if you went into the, I always bring up the Amazon because like. There's
Dude, it's a
there's
jungle
literal,
out there.
There's
Trust me, I
literally
don't wanna go there.
There's literally people that live there that they don't, they make their weapons and they hunt
Mm-hmm.
like jaguars and shit, which is hardcore. I couldn't fucking do that.
Right.
So like that's what that's all I meant.
No, I
so
feel you.
equal is different, like equal parts into the world.
This
Yeah.
is what I think.
But I would never. I would never.
I'm not, well,
I
I'll
wouldn't
just
say
say
I'm
this.
better
I'll
than-
just say this. I feel like this. Stay in your lane. We say this shit all the time.
Right.
And when you get out of your lane,
Girl,
be
stay in your
okay
lane.
with the risk. Be
Right.
okay
I
with the
yeah,
risk.
I agree. I
you know,
agree.
but
Yeah, if you went to the jungle and you're like, I'm going to beat the shit out of this lion barehanded, and you die, stay in your
Oh, no,
lane.
I know I'm going to die, but that's
yeah,
what
but
I'm
in
saying
America
about
we kill
humans.
the lion.
If I was to put together, what do you call it, a posse? People
Yeah.
can still do posses. I put a posse
guess
together and
so.
say
It's
I
like
want to take over.
1992.
I want to take over this. Yeah, I'm gonna put a posse together.
Yeah.
and we're gonna we get my posse.
Listen to Wu-Tang.
Click now, right?
50
and
small
I'm,
dudes.
and I'm gonna go take and I'm gonna go take care of this small section of the jungle. It will be no problem. We will have the tools. We will have everything we need, and I came prepared. I'm pretty sure we can fend off whatever animals are there,
Absolutely.
and annex out that area of the jungle and take over it because we are greater than them. If I was dropped in there with 50 of my friends,
okay.
and decided
Weapons-
to live
weapons
for months,
don't-
we're probably gonna die. Weapons don't what? Weapons don't kill people?
No. I was going to
What are you
say
gonna say?
I don't consider weapons being greater though. That's an unfair debate.
Why?
If a lion had a weapon and it killed you,
But it can't.
It
that's
does
the
have
point.
weapons.
But that
It's
doesn't
built-in
okay,
weapons,
I know.
claws, big
yeah,
teeth,
I know. No,
large
but you know what I
body,
mean. Okay,
bigger
yeah.
muscles.
Okay, it has to be this close to you. If
Right.
you have a rifle, you can be 2 miles away.
That's why
That's
we're
our
greater.
evolutionary
That's
That's
Yeah.
no. That's not greater.
How is it not
What?
greater?
Because
So
that's
that's-
not the purpose of the lion, and that's not your. Just because you can shoot it from 2 miles away doesn't that doesn't mean you're better.
That's exactly what it means.
So if
No,
I
no,
have
it doesn't.
If I
That's
have
not
a
the-
sniper,
Okay,
and
okay,
you
so
have
let
a
me-
pistol,
if
who's
we're
greater?
playing poker, and I whoop y'all's ass several times back to back, am I then greater than you guys at that point?
Yeah, but you're a
Because
human
I'm
being.
better,
You're a human being.
but I'm better at it. I'm more skilled at it. So I
But
would.
that's not the purpose. I don't know. I'm going to think differently than you guys do, but it's just like, you know what? I don't know. If I am the only person that feels that way,
I'm gonna
that's
put it like
fine.
this. Let's say
Because you're thinking about it in our natural state. Like if
Yeah.
we were born today, a cub lion and a baby human, we would not be greater than them. But that's not what we are. We're not in our naked state.
So
We
for
are-
example, like human beings have the brain to go to the moon and do things like that. That's not the purpose of an animal. That's not their purpose. So that's what I mean by like greater than. Like, yeah, human beings are some of the most developed in terms of what we did for the planet, but that's just what we evolved to. Other animals evolved, like whales used to be on land, but they evolved to swim because that works better.
Right. I get the whole equality of it all because
Yeah.
I respect nature and humans too. But when we're talking,
But everybody
about
says they respect nature,
absolutely.
But then they eat it.
True.
It's weird.
So
I respect it enough to eat it.
Yeah.
I respected enough to eat it. Right. But
Motherfuckers still
I
gonna
forgot
get
what I
cut.
was saying.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying it's different. We share the planet different ways.
It is different, but regardless,
I don't
of what
think because
we're
you can kill
sharing-
something and shoot it that you're better.
I think that
It's just
life.
our brains are so different.
I don't think that's
Okay.
the argument though. The point of it to me was if we're in a situation where
Is that a
an
witch?
animal attacks,
Yeah.
I cannot value something out. It's almost like if we're all family, I'm not gonna take the side of an outsider versus someone here in my family.
True.
So it's two different scenarios. So it's like, all right, when you talk about, just the natural state, yeah, we're all equal because we all have a purpose and we all need each other to make this thing work.
There you
But
go.
in that scenario,
Okay.
yeah.
I got to bring
Human
up this
life-
thing. I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up, but I got to bring it up.
Do it.
Here it goes.
Go to Netflix.
Netflix.
Go to Netflix. Go to Netflix and pull up the show called The Zoo.
Ooh.
Oh God!
Is it like a documentary?
The Zoo.
Or is it like a sitcom?
The Zoo.
It is
it's
the
a TV show.
trashiest shit.
Sounds
TV
terrible.
show I
It's
have
a
ever seen.
horrible TV show. Hilariously bad.
But we got through like two,
right?
two
We watched two
seasons.
seasons of it. Okay, this was when animals decided something happened, some sort of chemical thing, whatever, anything, something changed in animal DNA, where they were purposely and willfully and wanting to kill human beings and take over every inch of the earth.
Okay.
Right? Movie, it's terrible. It's bad. It's funny. But it definitely showed if they could do that, yes, they will destroy us.
Yes.
That's why
There was like ants crawling up people and going into their nose and their ears,
killing
and, like,
people.
straight-
Just
it
as soon as
was
I see you, you're
terrifying,
dead.
but
As soon
the
as I
CGI
see
was
you,
horrible.
I'm getting you. The CGI was
acting was trash.
so bad. But
Oh,
it was
sounds
entertaining
bad.
enough for two seasons.
But whatever. So we're gonna kill the pit bulls or not?
I mean, like in general or in this
In
situation?
general.
I mean, to be fair, I did try to pull up this article. I typed in "Pitbull kills kid" and there's like
7,000?
there's just immediately 2-year-old,
Happens a
4-year-old.
lot.
Yeah. And then, I mean,
And a lot of the stories are because the parents, the whoever has them,
Right.
is training them to be
Yeah, and
a vicious
and some
guard
of them,
dog or
one
something.
of them, I mean, I was reading them all, but there was only a little picture of a little white boy, right? And it was like, Pitbull kills a 2.5-year-old, no, not 2.5-year-old, like 6-month-old, something like that, enough to have a crib. The Pitbull, after they walked outside or something like that, Pitbull jumped into the crib with the child and killed the child.
that's ridiculous.
Holy
It's like a scary movie. Like
damn.
Kidding me?
I'm killing them too.
Yeah.
I'm killing them. You killing them?
I mean, that's pretty fucked up.
Are you never answered the question.
What?
Are you
See when
killing
he was
Ollie
strangling
or Bren if
dog
they kill your
Larry.
daughter?
That's bad. I would definitely, yeah.
Okay.
You put a dog down if it usually bites somebody.
But so here's
wanted
my
to hear
question,
you- I just
though.
wanted to hear
dumpling.
say
What are you
it.
doing to the dog?
He's eating it because he's Asian.
Oh, that's fucked up.
God, that was a low hanging fruit there, buddy.
I had to do it before he said anything.
Are you doing it? Are you doing it yourself, or are you going to take it to a doctor and have him kill it?
You gonna
It
stab
depends.
it?
If he
I don't think you
killed
could just.
First, I have a plethora of
I
firearms.
think if
in
you
my
kill
home.
a dog, I think
Yeah.
you could like go to
like if
jail.
he's actively
No.
trying to attack my child, I'm killing it myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
If I
it's
can.
happening now, or if I came after,
Yeah, if it was
oh
after,
no,
then
she's
I-
dead.
You
I'd take
walk
it to
in,
the doctor.
there's blood all over your house. The dog's sitting there with blood on his jowl.
He
The
comes-
finna
he
die.
kid's in there dead. He's like, "What's up? Welcome home."
No, he comes up to you like he normally does every day with blood all
licks
over
your
him,
face.
and you want to
And,
pet him.
and
you're
your
like,
kid's sitting there dead. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'd be like, "Oh,
you know what, you might be right.
yeah, yeah."
You might be fucking
your-
right.
that's
Because
your
you'll be
fucking-
like,
that's your
you did
baby."
this?
Yeah.
Because they could
But
shit on the
insert
floor and you
Homer
might be ready
Simpson,
to
meme.
discipline them.
but truthfully, like you shouldn't leave a kid that's like
Well, you're
under
right. You're
probably
right.
4,
You're
5,
right.
6.
You're
or-
right.
Literally,
You'd be
there's-
surprised. You'd be
I was
surprised.
in my neighborhood, and I was about to take our dogs to the dog park, and there was a kid in there. He's probably like 6 or 7, and he was with his dog. I don't know what kind of dog it is. I couldn't tell, but he was kind of like roughing the dog, almost kind of playfully like putting
Right.
it in a headlock. And I want to be like, dude, like you gotta care for that. Dogs might snap on you, you know.
Yeah. and you start to create a certain atmosphere
No.
for the dog that they're used to, and then they play with everybody that way, which is
Exactly.
not
No,
good.
that's very true. Like, yeah.
It's a part of training. That's why it depends on the people who brought them up. Like, cats might scratch a lot because when they're babies, you're pawing at them and you want to play with their paws, and now they think that's what the game is. This is the game, and now they do it to everybody.
Her fucking cat bites every time.
And I strangle her.
It's funny. There's like a meme where the cat's like, "Yeah, I like that. I like that. I hate that," and it just bites you.
Yeah, you pet it, and then they're like, I like it, and then they don't like it anymore.
I will say this is the last thing I'll say, and we can move on.
Yeah.
My mom and dad, they used to breed boxers, so they had a ton of boxers, right? What do you call him? I know bitch is the breeder. What's the guy? Stud? Where the fuck call him?
Stud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The male dog, right? He's high regards because he has nut juice. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wow. So he was sitting on the couch. They treat him like fucking kings there. And he's sitting on the couch, and he was like, "Come on, move." Oh no, it was my mom. My mom was trying to get him to move, and he growled at her. My dad got up and dove on top of the dog and like started punching him in the head.
Right.
And I like at the time I was very young. I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
Right. And after the fact, my mom's like, you have to basically like assert dominance on the animal, so it will never ever
Right.
show aggression towards you or a
It's
human
just
ever
true.
again.
It's
It's
just
crazy.
true.
But it blew my mind. Dove over my mom and grabbed the dog, start go,
yeah,
punching
yeah.
the dog in the face.
It was
And
my mind.
I remember that time we went to trying to get away. We went to the dog park, and that dog like bit Oliver's ear or something, and he was like bleeding. That was pretty weird. And that's
Choked-
and that
choked the other
ever
dog out.
since those moments, we'd never go into a dog park with any other dogs because you
You don't know how they're
you
raised.
can't
You
trust
don't know how
other
they're
dogs
raised
or
or how
dogs.
they're treated.
You know.
But that is the thing. Like, I remember we used to have pit bulls.
That's why I don't have dogs, because I'm too
Exactly.
scary. He would dominate me. I'd be
understand.
scared to go in the kitchen. Like,
Well,
you got
that's
it.
why you gotta train it from the-
got
you
it.
gotta-
Small
You have
dogs
to
from, like,
train
birth.
them. You got to be consistent. You have to assert your dominance. You got to
Yeah,
do
if you-
all
Can't
of
if
even
that.
let a-
handle human children, and they
if
speak
you let
English.
a dog take you over when it's grown up, you're never gonna.
Yeah. That's
never
why
gonna
like,
listen to you.
Don't sit on my bed. And like, if you're not for real about that shit, and you keep giving him mixed signals, he's never gonna know. He's never gonna respect it.
Right.
And when you want him to get out the bed, you're like, "The fuck, it's my bed."
Yep. It's very true.
Anyway, all right. Enough about animals. I love animals. PETA, whoever else is
No,
out there,
I
listening
hate.
to
No,
us,
fuck PETA. I hate him.
or whoever.
PETA's
takes
terrible.
care
They
of the
kill more animals than anybody.
God damn it!
They take people's
What is-
animals from their
what-
fucking backyard
What do
and kill them.
PETAs do?
We should transition this topic to the number one species on the planet:
Who's that?
men.
You're damn right. High five. Long five. Get over here. Yeah.
Wow.
Did y'all hear the music? I'm gonna play some drops over
You
there.
know what? I'm gonna let y'all have it because y'all motherfuckers die way sooner than we do.
Collect that insurance money.
I know, but really, this was about
Life
y'all.
expectancy. How you call it? I can't even talk.
Expen-
I can't even
I
talk
can't
shit
even-
right.
yeah.
Life expectancy.
Expectancy
Yeah.
is what?
60?
70?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
60.
be all right.
70.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, diabeto.
I'm gonna be all right.
Is that your Marvel name?
What? No. My X-Men character. But no, this was about y'all. Y'all wanted to know what would you buy the most perfect species in the world for their birthday?
Yes. What the fuck do y'all want for your birthday, for Christmas, for Father's Day, for anything?
So
Why do you care?
you know what's weird?
Because when we buy something, it's not right.
I'm gonna answer your question. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is for you guys,
Yeah, I think there's gonna be 4 individual answers on this.
but I think they'll agree. Practical things. Dudes hate buying for me, I don't like buying like razors and like shampoo and shit like that. Like practical shit like that for me is actually nice. Don't buy clothes or anything really. I mean, maybe.
A little fancier.
But-
I think you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with experiences. Like
That too. Experiences are dope.
Are we talking sexual stuff here?
You shouldn't have to pay for that.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying,
your
like,
answer,
birthday.
you would take
Well,
a
hold
trip.
on. Let's talk to the men. The men at the table.
Oh,
You ask the men. Let the
But yeah,
men
no.
tell.
So generally,
I'm what you think.
generally for
I
to
care.
piggyback what she said, for Christmas or like my birthday, Amanda usually gets me concert tickets. That's the best shit
That's
ever.
it. You
Experience.
prefer that
Yeah.
experience. So she's right. You're
That's
right.
good. Experience.
but I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
No, I-
No.
No, like that's
That's
a good
I
one.
would
That's a
consider
good
that.
one.
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
best
That is
gift.
a
Is
good
shutting
one.
the fuck
Listen,
up, right?
I would consider that in the practical category.
What do you have to say? What do you say?
I'm not going first. You
Well,
go.
he already went first.
You said. What did you say?
No, I mean, like,
experiences. Buying
experiences,
something.
but then, like,
but
you
then
know,
you
like-
also want practical shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like razors and
Dude,
underwear.
Yeah, I mean that's not. No, I would buy that.
Socks.
But dudes hate. We'll fucking use like the shampoo until like that. Stuff like that is actually pretty cool.
I literally washed my clothes for like a year and a half with like Dawn dish soap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I was a bachelor. I didn't give a fuck.
Terrible. Yeah, the shit people did when we was bachelors. That's another episode. That's a total
Why do you smell like dish detergent?
Yeah.
Mind your business. Why are you so close to me?
Dumpling, what would you say or advise a woman
Man.
that men like?
I'm different, dude.
Tell us.
Because
I'm-
a lot of
I
men are
bet you
different.
not.
I'm real simple. Like I don't want anything.
Oh,
See,
God. Oh,
that's that bullshit ass
that's a
answer
bull-
that made this question
That's a
even
bullshit
happen.
answer, man.
No, on it, I probably would say just my own time. Like
You want to buy your time away from them?
my own time.
Alone time?
Right.
Like family,
That's such a dumpling answer.
wife,
What?
kids, just my
Away
own
from
time.
yourself.
And he doesn't have kids. That's a good,
Space.
that's a good
Another
Right.
experience.
It is.
I want
it
the
is.
experience to be
It
by
is.
myself.
It is.
But like
So-
material things, I don't really care for material
Nothing.
things.
Yeah,
You-
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like a
material
watch or
things,
something.
No, like I
You
don't
may
really
hate
care.
it. You may spend a bunch.
I got a
For
question.
me, yeah.
Usually
And-
men would buy their own watch. 'cause
And
they know what
I
they like.
promise I will shut the fuck up. So y'all
No, you're
can-
good.
Nobody
Keep
wants-
going.
We don't want
Keep
you
going.
to shut the fuck up, D Money. Okay.
Bring the
I
money.
Just, I
Bring
just
the
wanted
money.
the dudes to tell their answers and then y'all say
When
each
it
other.
when it comes to your birthdays, think about maybe your past 5.
They've been dope.
What do you remember? Was it a material gift or was it an experience?
If you want to know,
Oh God.
this girl, my ex-girlfriend, she got me a watch, and I told her to return it because I told her not to give me anything. Like
You didn't want it.
that's just it. I don't want anything.
You tell her.
She cried and everything. I literally told her to like return it. Like I don't care how much you spend or whatever. Just return
Well,
it.
okay, listen. She probably didn't know you enough, so she's like, "Oh, he'll think it's nice."
No, I literally told her I don't want anything.
Everybody
Okay,
says
did you
that.
like the watch?
Oh yeah, it was nice.
You liked it.
Yeah, it was
you would have
nice.
wore it.
I would have wore it.
So,
But you
well,
really
I
didn't want anything.
I didn't want anything. Like I'm not a materialistic person.
But because she disobeyed you, you made her take it back and you made her cry.
And there's some kind of black
Mistress
latex.
D money on
maybe,
that.
maybe you could have said like, "Hey, I appreciate it. Let's return it and do something together," or like.
No, I literally told her.
Just take it
That's
back and
cold
leave
as
me the
shit.
fuck
You're an
alone.
asshole for that.
No,
by
that's
the way.
cold
Just
as
wanted-
fuck.
I understand,
Take it back.
Like,
Leave
she
me
wants
the
to give me
fuck
stuff, but like I
You're
told her
cold as shit,
beforehand,
dude.
don't get me anything for Christmas, birthday, because I don't really care about.
You know
that
why?
stuff.
You know why? Because you hate committing to people. See, like if she doesn't give me anything, if we
All right, hold on.
It's-
That's deeper. That's
It's
deeper.
true.
You're right. That's a whole nother
It's
topic.
it's true, though.
That's another topic.
it's true.
Timbo.
You don't want anything. Nothing.
What is
As long as you're honest with your answer. That's
Right.
what would you want for a birthday gift for somebody if you had to advise a woman who was wondering things that you really want, like from that they can't go wrong with
Six
every
Flags
year?
tickets.
No, just honestly, he said it. Just alone time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just
Just so listen. Here, hang on. I know this is gonna sound fucking batshit crazy.
Fortunat's eyes are watering.
Does it have to be on your birthday though? Can't you get alone time like any other day?
So listen. Let me kind of explain.
No, you
So,
can't.
guys. I can speak from my experience. Can't speak for everybody else. I have 2 kids. We all know this. Well, everybody here knows this.
Yeah,
now.
no, you're good.
I wake up. I go to work. I come home. I got kids. Kids go to bed. I still got my wife. I have like the only time I have alone is when I shit, and I really don't have alone time for that because my kids are busting in that fucking
Oh,
door.
that sucks.
Daddy,
Can't even
daddy.
poop, dude.
Or Jessica's busting in. My wife. Hey, what do you think my daddy? You know, there's no just like
She's gonna hear this.
nothing. You know,
Silence.
There's it's never that. So
No,
like,
ain't shit.
so just a nice. If you're gonna get me something, if it's gonna be something, I feel like it has to be something that means something, not just like
It's
here's
Right,
I
but
got
what's
this
it,
for
what
you.
means something?
You would know that.
no. So I don't.
How do you not know that? What is he like?
So let me see. So like with you, so you have your kids, you're always working, you're always got stress, whatever.
Always
like,
something, right.
So say she's like, "Hey, I got you." Okay, what do you like to do like as a hobby? Like something that you like to do by yourself, like that costs money.
Woodworking.
Okay, say she's like, "Hey, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, something involving that.
Wood.
Right.
Something that you could do by yourself. You'd like that?
I mean, yeah, I would say thank you. I'm not gonna be like this fucking guy. I'd be like, yo, bitch, turn this shit. I'll need it. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be grateful. Thank you. You thought of me. It means a lot. But what I want is just peace and quiet.
Is that all?
I think.
I mean,
Is that the whole weekend?
I think
is it
like
done? Is
I
the
think peace and
weekend. You know,
quiet-
it's a day.
No, it's not
Barely.
fair.
It's a
not fair.
day.
It's a day after you come home from work.
It's a fucking
Yeah, it really,
day.
it really is.
My,
But, like-
my last 5 birthdays, touch on that, nothing. There's not even a cake. Except for this birthday, it's actually, honestly, I'm not going to get all teary-eyed, but
Uh-oh.
this birthday was pretty special. So normally my birthdays are just uneventful hunks of shit. Because again, my kids and my wife are at a higher standard than I am, right? So this year, I normally don't even tell anybody my birthday's that day. because it's another day.
These
These
That's the
fucks.
same way I feel, dude.
Yeah, you know, these fucks, like Siraj, one of the guys we work with, he's like, "Oh, Tim, do you mind if I go to the gas station real quick?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." So he goes. I swear to God, no joke. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Siraj is going to the gas station. It's been fucking 45 minutes, and then he walks in the door with pizzas and a gift card. Happy birthday, right? So if that wasn't the end of it, I left there and I was meeting my wife and my sister and my kids.
So you said you were
for
beating
dinner.
your wife. You were meeting your wife.
That's what you do every night. You forget about it. But I go to Hooters to meet my wife and kids
all the
and my
birthday
sister, right?
At Hooters?
And my mom's there.
Dang.
My mom
All
lives in
right,
North
thank
Carolina.
them.
I very rarely see her. She came and surprised me. She was gonna stay the whole weekend.
Oh, hey,
that was fucking
that's
awesome.
cool as hell.
Right? There's no gifts involved. I mean, they got me a gift obviously, but
That's
there's
a
no
gift.
gifts.
Seeing family.
Pizza.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
had to eat
but you know
lunch,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's no tangible items. So what can you get me? Get me family. Get me
Hey,
time.
I can respect
either
that,
by
bro. That's
myself
good.
or
So
with
you're
somebody.
basically
that
right.
matters.
Experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
she got it.
I think at this point I know everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might be right. You might be
Yeah.
right.
Before you go to the thing about me and Amanda is it's always kind of the opposite than everybody else. Like we are usually apart. Like she's usually writing or doing something with social media,
Right.
and I'm usually doing something. So usually when we get things, it's usually like things we do together, like a concert, because we usually don't have time to ever really see each other, even if we're in the same apartment. You know, it's like she's usually writing or doing something, and I'm doing something.
So on your birthday, spending time together. is
Yeah,
good.
so it's like the opposite. So it's interesting
Yeah.
how that works.
I mean,
And
But
that's why I said, I was like, it goes for men and women both. Like just anyone over 30, I feel like it's just experiences, whether it's time with family or hanging out with, friends and family or, just doing something different. I can always remember a holiday by what happened.
You know,
Right.
the problem with a man is, and we're really bad at showing anything. Like we're like, if a dude actually likes something, usually they're kind of like they don't want to admit it or
Because
like.
I like it, but I'm not in love with it. I'm
But
not
you-
gonna- I'm not gonna
no,
marry
no,
it.
you know what I mean? Like they don't.
That's why I'm so fucking
like-
fat.
like-
What are you talking about?
like-
I'm not gonna marry it.
fucking queer.
Yeah.
I said it was cool. It was cool.
It's cool. I got it. Sorry. It's all
You know, like if like dads are never like, oh, what do you want to do? I don't care. It's like, no, you do care. I know there's something you want to do. You just don't want to fucking say
You
it.
can't care because
You
you're a
can't.
man.
You can't.
It doesn't matter.
can't
You're a
care.
person in the
That's-
relationship.
If you have me to start caring about what I want, this whole house is going to
Right.
break apart.
Yeah.
Okay? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm
That's not true,
I'm not
though.
going to be
It
here.
does,
I'm not
because-
going to be here. I'm going to be bitching and complaining and arguing with you about the shit I want to do. I'm going to be leaving at random times for no fucking reason. I can't care about what I want.
sure you can.
It's significantly
Clearly,
easier.
somebody cares
That's
about
some
what you
bullshit
want.
about-
You guys care.
It's
I
the
know you guys do.
reality.
Hey.
What are you talking
That's
about?
not reality.
Clearly,
Hold on,
she,
I'm about to do like Mandy Bugs.
Clearly
That
she
is
can-
so sad.
I agree though, 110%.
That's it.
Life.
It's easier, and I can only say this as a man because that's where I'm at. It's easier for me to just be like, whatever you want to do. I'll sacrifice it. I don't care. I can deal with it. Than for me to have to hear you complain about doing shit that I want to do. You know what I mean? Not that you're always going to complain, but to be,
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I
let's go
get
get
what-
pizza. Oh,
It's the mentality that most men, fathers have. They just do.
Christ.
You fall. You
There's
fall
more ice
into
than
that.
I drink. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Huh?
You
I don't know anywhere, and then you pick it. Like I don't want to go there.
Wouldn't that
Fuck.
just be communicating? Like, y'all don't communicate right?
Let the youngest guy in the room tell us. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Do it. Do it.
No, you were
spit it.
right. I was not. Go ahead. Keep
Spit
going.
it.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you guys like, I mean, obviously you're married, you know each other, but like the way you guys communicate, you would know what at the times like, oh, you're hungry, maybe let's go out to get like something. But
Well, I mean, at this point, we've been together for 13 years. She knows.
it's not like if you choose something, she would hate it. You know what I mean?
You're
So,
right.
like,
You're right. I would choose something that's going to be in the realm that she would enjoy.
Yeah.
But there's going to be something that's going to be. It's
Yeah.
whether it be it's the car right there, it's the seat we're in, it's the lighting, it's the food, it's the waiter, it's the car ride back, it's the walk to the. There's something that's
the
going
way
to poke out.
the
She'll be
way
like,
the waitress looked at you.
you know what? This fucking bottle is like.
Ahmad, you gonna get
off-brown.
your ass in trouble.
I'm just talking about other people. Right?
You choose.
Ahmad still hasn't answered. I don't think he's going to.
No, yeah. Go ahead. You guys
Why would I-
save you.
This podcast is not about me.
How do you feel about getting plastic surgery for your birthday?
Plastic surgery.
Oh my God.
Segue.
All right.
Got
Segue,
LASIK.
King.
Does that count?
I did get LASIK. I'm gonna tell you that was
LASIK?
probably the best gift
Is
I've
that
ever
plastic
gotten.
surgery though, or is that you talking about a gift?
That is it's both.
It's plastic
It's, not,
surgery.
it's a
It's a
laser
plastic
surgery.
It's
gift.
laser surgery. I don't know, but that was the best
Surgery.
gift I've
It's
ever
a change
gotten.
to your original body.
You talking about somebody upgrading you? My wife upgraded my vision.
I thought you.
Yeah. I saw you grabbing your boobs.
know.
I'm like,
I was like, clearly, them shits,
them looking dope.
that shit looking perky, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate all y'all. Okay. Thank you for the compliments, but no.
You got a full hand.
I feel about guys getting plastic implants or
Dude,
hair.
this shit's
Surgery?
It's fucking crazy. Hair's different. I don't care about hair, but I'm talking about like the pecs and the abs and stuff like that's.
Do you
Hold on.
see-
People are doing that?
Yeah.
They get ass
people
implants, calves.
There's everything.
Calves.
You
Yeah.
can do
Yeah.
biceps,
Yeah.
triceps, everything.
Yep.
That's
But
crazy.
the hair, I mean, hair is whatever. I don't care. I understand.
That's
hair's
crazy.
like,
So
you know,
I
hair-
used to watch that show Botched, where you would have these extreme clients come in, and this guy literally was trying to be Clark Kent, and he looked like him. He had all kinds of surgeries in his face, pecs, triceps, six
hardcore.
pack, shit in his back, his legs, hips, but the V down here, he had it all.
You know the dude, I don't know, the guy who's trying to be like Barbie or Ken.
No, the Ken
or whatever?
guy.
That's
He's
him
terrified.
too,
He's
yeah.
scared. That dude
No,
scares
right
me.
now he's making his own like silicone and stuff, so he can put them in himself, or
Yo.
not himself, but like get the
gonna
doctor to put in like
die.
hit the size and everything the way he wants it.
That's
He's
terrifying.
making it himself. It's crazy.
So,
Why?
how do you feel about it?
How do I feel? I think, no disrespect to anybody, but that is disgusting.
I can't see
By
it.
the way, this dude had the surgery and like I don't know what country he's in, but he overdid it.
Oh, that's the. It starts with an S.
Everything
looks
like
Synthol?
bubbles.
Synthol?
What's his name?
Something.
Something with an S, yeah.
Synthol?
Cinedash?
No. The stuff they put in him.
He should have got
Oh.
his head
Yeah.
done.
Syntax
His head
or-
doesn't
yeah.
match.
They
his
shoulda
face.
got
You
his
can
head.
like. There's a guy that did that. I saw it on like an MTV like
Yeah.
special thing like 10 years ago where he like blew his
Blew it
arm
out.
up.
Yeah.
Like it popped his arm.
Yeah.
Like a
I don't know.
balloon.
I think dudes getting physical cosmetic surgery
Insecurity.
Right.
is
It stems from insecurity.
it stems from I don't know
Which-
I don't know what it stems from, but it doesn't stem from manliness.
Convenience and laziness.
That's how I feel.
So
Yeah, but you're not getting anything.
No, it's a lot of
It's not like if you inject like that, you're going to be ripped. and buff.
Every dude is looking for convenience in everything in his life. Number one, number two,
That's fair.
laziness.
Unfortunately, but
a lot of people are lazy, but they're not getting surgery.
Okay, but hold up. So, what about the plastic surgery that is not noticeable? Are you guys against that?
Well, yeah,
For instance,
Like
you
what?
can get Botox to where you can change the structure of your face ever so subtly, so that you can nobody will notice.
I think we need to
like on
we
the
need to separate.
what about like the
separate.
forehead thing where they get like a wrinkle?
Yeah, we need to separate the. I'm not going to call them freaks, but the
Yeah,
freaks
hair,
that
like-
are basically
Mentally.
become the guys that are like trying to get muscles but fake muscles. Let's take them and put them in a totally different category.
Somebody that
Flush
just
them down
wanted
the
a cheek
let's,
lift. Or
let's
something.
go with a man walking
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a plastic surgeon and saying, "Yes, I don't like the way my cheekbones look. I'd like to get them adjusted. How do you feel about that? Or I don't like the way my nose looks. I'd like to get it. I'd like to get it changed. Or
I'm
my
with it.
eyebrows." You
I'm
think
with
that
it.
you think
Actually,
it's cool?
Yeah.
I will say common things like noses.
Yeah,
I
wow.
actually this was a girl, but I mean it's still it could have been a guy too. It doesn't matter if it was a guy or girl, but this girl I knew, she kind of had an unfortunate, kind of wonky nose.
Unfortunate.
You can say she has
smelting
a fucked up
accident.
nose.
No, I know. Okay, whatever.
She was
She
ugly,
was a
bro.
rhinoceros.
Yeah, yeah,
She was ugly.
yeah, and she got like plastic surgery on it, and it turned out really well. Like you wouldn't.
Well,
have,
that's the
if-
point of it, yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a dude and you want to do that, I understand that.
Yeah.
But if it's like cheekbones or other things, there's some kind of insecurity where you feel.
It's all.
But I guess it's all insecurity, whether it's a nose or a
Yeah,
cheekbone
but-
or a
Right.
chin.
I feel like more guys don't really care about their personal looks as much as like women. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
agree
mean?
100%.
Well, we're judged
At a higher
3
standard.
Well, yeah, it's
times.
just-
as
yeah.
Oh,
hard.
more than that, like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there a line between? Well, let's
It's
stick
true,
with let's
dude.
stick with the cheek and the nose, right?
Right.
With that, is there a line between that and you getting calf implants to make sure your calf looks bigger?
Yes.
no.
Your calf looks bigger. The calf
Why?
implants.
There's just degrees. Like I think they're all bad, but some are just worse than others.
So they're all bad.
Yeah.
So any man that goes in and gets plastic surgery to alter his appearance,
Uh-oh.
it's bad.
In my eyes, I don't care what you're doing, but
Speak your
when
mind.
I hear about it,
Speak it.
I'm gonna say. That's
You judge him a
fucking-
little.
That's whack.
Preach.
Something's wrong with you. You're an idiot.
What if he's
Like,
born with a cleft lip?
That's
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 fixing a
different.
deformity.
Yeah.
If you feel like you have a deformity,
You can't do that.
I mean,
Okay.
a cleft
Right.
lip. That is a medical
You're right.
deformity.
I mean,
No,
if you got a big ass fucking nose and you go get it chopped off, I mean that's because you don't like your nose.
So
You know what mean?
I and I don't know. I just don't agree with that. I feel like whatever you do to you to feel better, I don't care if it's going to the gym
Yeah.
or removing a body part for some people if you want to go to the extreme.
Well,
I think if it makes you feel better, why the fuck not? It ain't
Well,
bothering anybody.
It's not bothering nobody.
Right.
I'm just going to judge you.
You're
Why?
Because I
absolutely
am.
right.
That's
'Cause
my feeling.
We all judge. Whether
Yeah,
we
just
judge
do it in
out loud,
my
exactly.
head.
Whether we judge out loud or not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell
I,
them.
I feel like if we're gonna publicly yell at somebody and tell them you look like a goofball, then you're trying to hurt somebody's feelings. That's not right, right?
Right.
But everybody's gonna judge. Now we're talking in the safe space about speaking out loud about those things that we internalizedly judge, right?
Yeah.
True.
So I agree with Ahmad
I'm gonna judge
110% that a guy who gets plastic surgery is fruitcake. I'm not saying he likes dick, but he's a fruitcake.
He just wants big
Well, no,
calves.
for me,
Go work out.
Who the fuck wants to do a bunch
like,
of
I don't. That's why I'm
up-downs?
still don't have the abs I want. 'cause
You
I-
gain it through
I-
hard
I'ma
work
deal with
and
it.
it means more.
Yeah, that's
Who
the
the
thing.
fuck
For me,
wants to
like
work hard?
little face here, whatever, that's fine, and the hair is fine. But if it's something that you can attain, like building muscle
naturally,
and stuff,
right?
then I
That's
don't
fair.
think surgery is
Put in the work.
agree.
What
100%.
about the guy who only does upper body
He got on the
and
leg.
doesn't want to
That's
do
his fault.
squats?
That's
But he's
stupid.
like, I'm gonna go ahead and do these. I'm gonna get these calf implants.
Right.
Is
He's a-
that
he's a
okay?
weak-
Whack.
He's a
You weak,
human
bruh.
being.
Is he weak? Would you know because his
You know what?
muscles
Yeah,
up here
because I'll
are
kick him in his
real.
fucking little skinny chicken legs and fall down.
Right.
Top
Yeah,
over.
he's gonna trip
But
his
you wouldn't
ass.
know because he'd
over.
have plastic surgery, and Dr. Miami would have him
Dr.
laid.
Miami.
They don't really work though. They're not making him all. of a
You
sudden-
don't know that he gonna walk up on you like
The surgery just is aesthetic. He still
it's not- yeah,
can't
yeah.
bench press or power squat 600 pounds because he
So-
got these fake leg muscles.
he can punch the shit out of you because his top muscles.
Until
Yeah,
I,
but
tri- until I
I'm
trip
gonna
his
run.
ass.
Just
I'm gonna
run. You
trip
can't
his
catch
little
him.
ass.
So let me ask you a question, just to go double standard, right? So we both agree that
Yes.
a guy going in and getting this fruitcake, right?
Whack.
How you feel about a girl doing it?
I don't give a shit.
That's the same
like it.
people that are like two guys kissing girls, two women kissing. Oh, you don't care about it. But what's
Have you ever
Okay,
have
okay,
you
okay.
watched two guys kiss?
Right.
Pull that up.
yes. Yeah, my best friend is gay.
You know, and you sat there to
I've
watch
seen
them kiss?
No. I
wasn't
I
like-
have as well. One of my friends are gay, and we were at a outing, and him and
It's the same as a.
they were kissing at the dinner table. We was
Hang on.
like,
Hey, so you're like,
"Wow, this is really happening." I was like-
That takes some balls, dude.
No, I wasn't like that.
Okay.
It was the first time, and I was just like, "This is really happening." I'm looking at my homeboy. I know, and I'm like, "Hey, he all the way out there."
how
now.
many seconds? would
Hey,
you
that's
sit there
hardcore,
and,
dude.
and look at this. And
It was like
analyze
5, and then I
the
looked.
situation. 5 seconds. You want to do make out?
I mean,
You're a quarter gay.
No, yo, I was in awe. I was in awe.
I think
for
you
a
were just
minute.
like, I don't see that a lot.
You don't.
like
You
a
don't.
unicorn?
You don't. And I was just like, and this is I know you. You're my friend, and I know you're gay.
Yeah, but I don't like the fact that you lick your lips when you do it.
But then I saw
Yeah, he did some R. Kelly shit.
I didn't do it. When I saw it, I was just. It was.
Damn, that looked good, homie.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It was just-
Like if you know someone for so long,
Yeah.
and then
But I know he was
That-
gay.
Yeah,
Accepting
You're like,
something in
wow.
your head and seeing it in real life is two totally different
Right.
things.
I had to
Because
process
you
it. I had to
yeah.
process it. That's all.
So I'm going to go the opposite of what you said
Right.
and say that I don't like plastic surgery, period.
I don't like. Look,
Not
I
even
don't-
if it makes
Well,
her
I don't-
boobies.
I don't
if
like
she
fake boobs.
breastfeeds, if she breastfeeds and her titties are hanging to the floor,
Jesus Christ.
if she gets them
I
lifted,
like fake boobies.
So hang on,
Hey.
hang on. We're talking about.
can I get them?
We're,
no.
So see,
So hang on.
Bullshit.
I think there's. Again, we're splitting hairs, right? If we're going to talk about tits, right? If we are talking about a woman who has large breasts, she's breastfed. They are now deflated balloons, right?
yikes.
If they were to do a lift on them, where you're not adding things, you're just more tucking up, stapling, and all that stuff. Like I can kind of wrap my brain around that and accept that. But getting fake boobs, I'm not a big fake boob guy because you're pretending that they are what they are.
What if she had breast cancer? Had to cut them out to avoid.
That's a
different.
totally. I think
that's-
that's a totally
that's
different ballpark.
different.
I used to be like
I
you.
feel
fake
I'm not
titties,
gonna lie.
man.
I used to be
I totally-
against.
Wait,
But
okay.
she had to because she was gonna die.
Let me explain. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go with the probably feminist route, but I feel like it's not your body. So
It's about
who the
time.
fuck cares?
We just because we asked the opinion.
No, I know, but it's like if they want to have breasts, that's fine. You know,
I don't have
You're
a problem
right.
with
It doesn't matter. Do
Right,
what you
yeah.
do.
I think it just
But
has to
would
do
you
with
like them?
But we're gonna
Would you
judge them.
like
That's all
a
we're saying.
girl
We're
that
not saying it
has
should be
Yeah.
illegal.
I'm
or
not going to
anything
go
like
up to a girl. I mean, I know there are some really good breast implants out there, but
are.
yeah,
but
it's like one or the other.
some of them are not that great. Not saying they're botched or anything like that, but like when you feel a fake tit, you can feel a fake tit versus a natural tit.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a bag of sand. Remember? The
Yeah, like a
spoiled
bag of
virgin?
sand, you
I
know
love
what I'm
that fucking line.
I don't know. You know,
40-year-old virgin.
we're in our 30s, majority of us, mid 30s, and a woman who has tits up to here, they're most likely either a hell of a push-up bra or they're fake tits.
Yeah,
that. Right. I don't
Because
know.
most people have tits
but
at our age.
what if it makes her feel good?
That's fine. She
They're
can do
not
whatever she
for
wants.
you.
But
You're right. She
it
can do whatever
goes-
she wants. I'm not just going to go put my dick in it. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
It goes the same
That's
way for the
okay.
dudes, though. Just
That's
like
fine.
you
But
said.
some other dude will.
I
though.
feel
damn right.
like you're lying.
I think you're lying.
Call your bluff.
Wait. Question.
Get him in
would,
here.
would that be like a what's the word like a?
A titty fuck?
Titty.
No.
What are we saying?
No,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no.
Let me shut up.
Jeez. No. It has nothing to do with that. It's a. Damn it! What's the thing where it like kills everything for you? It's a.
A boner kill?
No.
Right,
Like if a girl had
Turn off?
turn off?
fake boobs, it completely
turn off.
killed.
Yeah.
So like, if your wife had fake boobs, would you bet her?
Would I leave her?
No, like if you met her and she
Yeah.
had fake boobs,
I
you would-
wouldn't date her. Yeah.
Wow.
You probably wouldn't have got married.
Yeah, I mean, like, so my wife and I, during the course of our beginning of a relationship, we would go to strip clubs, like most couples do. And no, okay, sorry. So as I'm looking at the girls,
We're trying to change that, though.
we're gonna go tonight.
Yeah.
I've never
We
been
are
to one.
actually.
Claremont Lounge. Here we
I've
go.
never been to one.
Because we
You
won't
wanna
watch
see
the
the
J-Lo
movie?
movie.
Yeah.
But the we would go to strip clubs, and I mean, honestly, I'm going to a strip club to see something like a fantasy is supposed to be, in my opinion. I know it's different. Some guys just go to see tits and pussy. But when I go, I want to see something fantasy, right? Well, you get up there and you get like this fucking dilapidated like creature that comes up there. She's got like
club did you go
she's got like
Claremont.
yeah.
to the Claremont Lounge?
She's got some
Yeah.
stuff going on downstairs that doesn't look that great, and the tits are fake. Like it's a turnoff. It's a complete turnoff for me. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I get what you're saying. I like just like the.
Right. If you're going there, you're going there to get sexually aroused, not necessarily get a boner and shit like that, but you're going to get sexually aroused, sexually charged to go home and plow your wife that night.
Yeah.
And you're seeing like this fucking muff cabbage. You're like,
So, I get what you're saying. Where like, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Where like if somebody like a man or woman wants to have plastic surgery or whatever, like
Right.
you respect that they feel good if they do that, but they shouldn't feel bad if you don't like that. Like
Exactly.
I think that's what you're trying to say. So like if you're like your nose is or boobs, that's a good example
Yeah.
because boobs, guys, whatever.
Boobs are fucking awesome.
If you're like, hey, I respect that, but I don't like fake boobs, she shouldn't be like, oh my god, you're such an
you're
asshole.
disgusting. Right, exactly.
It's like, no, I know what I like. If you want me to be with you, I should like.
That's
Well,
fair.
is it-
Anybody that is doing that because they're insecure, they should be ready to still feel insecure afterwards.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's
Most
Feel even
people,
more
the reaction
insecure.
is they get angry when you're like, I don't like fake tits. You like fake tats? I like fake tats. I like fake tats. And they go
It's
crazy.
how they
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, that's how they sound.
I think
I was a person who's
No,
this?
no, go ahead.
I was like, just it's a friend of mine. It's not me, obviously.
It's Siraj.
A friend of ours, my wife and I's. She has a lot of business downstairs. It's not like a
What?
She has a lot of pussy lips. I was gonna try to be delicate, but we're just gonna
What?
go out there.
What?
So what happens is
That went from
is
0 to
it's
10.
not. And I haven't seen
She's
it.
I was
got
gonna say, how did you find out about
got an
it?
Arby's sandwich.
It's
How
through
did you know?
conversation. It's through conversation. I haven't
Okay,
seen it.
all right.
But it's not like it's like a you look up nasty pussies, you'll see them on there, but it's not like that. What as far as I understand is anytime she has intercourse, right, because she has excess tissue, right, it hurts her.
Does it like
Right?
pull?
I guess
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm asking
It makes
you
sense.
like
this
you
is,
know.
This is my wife's friend. I'm not gonna be like, so tell me.
She need to get safety pins. You
Right.
got a safety pin.
But she had plastic
Oh my
surgery.
God, it's not a bat, dude. Jesus
she
Christ.
had plastic surgery to trim out some of the excess.
the labia majoris.
Yeah, some of the excess skin, and she said it's been awesome ever since.
no, it's like remember how circumcised not circumcised.
Right,
Remember?
right.
I told
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, we talked about that shit.
Yeah.
That was a good talk.
Should we talk about dicks?
So some women.
Let's not talk about dicks.
So some women are uncircumcised.
Is getting circumcised at an older age plastic surgery?
I would say I don't know. I mean, the whole point of it was for cleanliness.
I don't know because I found out
Yeah,
that we
it's to
didn't
be
need to get
clean.
circumcised in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
That's
No,
bullshit.
no, it's body modification.
Listen. What
the
do we
same,
say?
The
No,
same thing
we
as
had
the
this
women in
conversation.
Africa that get their clits cut off because of like they don't want to.
That's because they want to be sexually
fucked up.
aroused. Yeah, that's
That's
yeah.
dumb.
Everybody here.
That's why they. That's why they did circumcision though, so men didn't masturbate because.
What?
Yeah, that's part of it.
What was
too.
the purpose
It's
of
religious.
circumcision?
Circumcision
Now
was
we
so you
gotta
didn't
back
get
to
sand in your dick while you're crossing the
No,
desert.
that's
Is that what?
wow.
That's what the Jews did. Look it up. I'm telling you right now.
Is that really why?
It is. It is
the
a Jewish. It's
the
a Jewish
Jews
thing.
did it because
The
they
Jews-
traveled across the fucking desert
And they didn't want to get sand in
their
the
dick.
That's a lie.
That's all a lie,
lie, bro.
but it makes sense. Most of you are like,
No, that's a fucking lie.
right.
No, he's a
makes
lie.
total sense.
No, it
Moses
was
was
something
a
else
Jew?
because we had this conversation. It was like they decided to do it What? I forget the reason. Somebody look.
It's for cleanliness.
I thought it was
cleanliness.
It's for cleanliness.
I thought it was a covenant between, like, that was their symbolism
there's a lot
having
of
a covenant with God.
There's a lot of infection that happens.
Well, listen,
underneath
okay,
the
so-
I
hood.
know what the hell I'm
Wait,
talking
wait, wait. Is it
about.
Is it Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus is in
And
everything.
that's what I'm saying. I
For a
think
guy
it
that
started
doesn't,
there.
for a guy that didn't exist, man, he's in
it's
everything.
Jews. Well, Jesus was a Jew technically. So.
I thought
guess
it was a
fits.
medical precaution, and it was why we did that. And then when I found out that it wasn't, and it
a
was
religious
this
thing.
shit,
No, it goes way
then you
back.
realize that the world has taken a piece of my penis off of me,
Well,
based on what they thought Jesus wanted us to
are
do.
you-
So how
you
much
upset?
tradition are we practicing now? That just makes absolutely no
a
sense.
thousand.
So hang on.
Yeah, that kind of brings it back.
Plenty.
Are you telling me
Yeah.
if you had a son, let's say you
Friday
guys
the
pop
13th.
out a kid, right? And it's a boy,
got-
and they're like, "You're gonna get circumcised." You're gonna say no.
I did
time out.
too.
I know you did.
Was it because
I
of your
mean, I'm not gonna
religion?
talk about their dicks, but,
But I knew that.
Wait,
then, too,
was it
that
'cause of your
an
religion?
option. I did it
it's just, you
no.
just do it.
for the sake of their sex life when they get older.
I don't know. I didn't ask my mom. I
Yeah,
told you I was
and
going to ask my mom.
well,
I couldn't
it's
do it.
easy to
I'm not going to ask
Was
my
it
mom.
for religion?
I don't know why she
or
did.
was,
it.
were you
But doesn't it look
circumcised?
normal when it comes all the way out? Doesn't it look regular?
It's like a blooming flower.
I will. There.
Well, yeah. I guess
It
it
still
looks
looks like a turtleneck.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it depends if they have a lot of skin. If their dick isn't that
Sometimes
big,
it looks like a Tootsie Pop.
look up, type it in, Google that, Pornhub that. You'll see them.
Porn up.
I actually had a video.
Jesus Christ.
I had a video of a bunch of flowers blooming and they're all beautiful, and then it was a close up of a dude's dick and his butt out. So good.
I don't know. I didn't. I guess it's okay. I've been circumcised my whole life. I don't know how to live any other way.
Weird way to put it, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not your whole life.
Well,
Wait, is everybody circumcised here?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not.
He's
that's all good.
See, that's what I'm
always
saying.
the only one in the room.
Well, no,
Who
that's what I'm
has-
saying. I don't think it's like
We
a
talked
religion
about
thing.
it.
Well,
No, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a religious
it wasn't
thing.
A religious thing, yeah. So it had to be like
It was a medical. It's
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's pawned
So-
off as a medical thing when
The weird
actually
thing
it's a
is, like,
ritual that
the-
started
wait,
from
wait.
some other shit.
It's
Okay,
not
li-
pawned
listen,
off. They
listen.
didn't when I got my kids, they didn't ask me to do it based off of any. They just said,
Right.
"Is it your preference?"
Do you want to have them circumcised?
And I
It's
said
something
yes.
to do now.
Yeah.
Why would they even offer it to?
Because it's a common thing.
Okay, listen. If you're born with something, why should you get it taken away?
It's to clean for
No,
cleaning.
but
and
who
of-
says
of
who?
our
If you're born with
affections.
it, if you believe in God, shouldn't God create you perfectly? Then?
Yeah, but
Do
that's
you
not
have
the
a
case.
cleanliness
He
issue
didn't
with your
create me
penis?
No, he's
No,
a
'cause
man.
I know how
He's
to
a
fucking
man.
clean my.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
when-
Okay, listen,
right.
listen,
When you're a child.
listen.
I
Listen,
guarantee you,
listen.
as a mother of two children, you did not always know how to do that.
When I was a kid, obviously not. But as time I was
All
I
right,
got
Ken,
older,
okay,
it's
listen.
like, yeah, I know how to.
So-
clean my dick.
The USA is 4% of the population. Men is probably 2% of the American population. Everybody else, maybe besides the Judaism, they're not circumcised. So are they just dirty people? No. It's just in America, if a woman sees a man that's uncircumcised, they're going to think it's weird. If you were in Scandinavia and you saw a dick that was
also-
cut, you'd be
hang
like,
on.
"That's weird."
I'll also say if you take 10 men,
It's true. It's all in what you
Hang on.
birth. It's
No,
what you're around.
I will say this.
He has
100%.
sex before.
100%. If you take 100 people, we'll say 100 people, right? And you have them separated, and you ask them all to draw a picture of a dick.
It's probably uncircumcised.
It's not gonna
They're
be uncircumcised.
All
circumcised.
going to draw a circumcised. dick.
Okay, females,
dick, yeah.
And it's going to be hard. And when it is uncircumcised, it still looks the same.
Right.
ladies. Do we think circumcised dicks are weird?
They're both American. They're going to say,
No.
What?
Yes. No.
What?
Okay.
What kind of quick?
Uncircumcised.
but why?
He'd like for you to speak into the mic, please.
Speaking to the mic, please.
That's why they're weird. When you got to speak into the mic.
I don't know.
But if-
at the
okay,
same
but-
Sorry,
time-
Dumpling.
listen,
No,
listen,
I'm not trying to give you a compliment. my bad.
Listen. All I'm saying is, if you were born in France, you wouldn't think
But
they
I
were weird because
wasn't.
that's.
You're
I
right.
know, but it's your
You're right.
perception.
'Cause
Right, but
everybody saw it.
perception is
but
reality.
that's not true. But that's not true because
It's like
this
the,
is going to be.
It's like the
really
people that live
weird,
in
and
this.
I'm trying to think if I even want to say this.
It's a.
My brother was not circumcised, and I grew up changing his diaper, and that's what I knew it to be. So
You didn't
it
suck his
wasn't.
dick though.
No, but I've seen it, and
How
that's what
fucking dare
that's,
you.
That's what,
Right?
that's what normal was. So seeing the difference, one looked better than the other.
So she has a unique experience with both and chose.
Yeah, just from looking.
So
not
somebody in
from-
Turkey. So
As
somebody in Turkey.
fucked up as this sounds, you didn't see it hard, so that's a difference. I'm being
it was
honest.
a baby show. We're just.
I mean, technically,
Little
babies do.
ways.
Yeah, they do get boners.
I don't want to see a baby.
I'm just saying it happens.
I don't want to see.
I have two boys. It happens.
Boom! Looks
Yeah.
like a fucking little pinky.
Yeah.
Ew.
Put the diaper back on. It like points up and it shoots. And they start peeing. It's gross.
I don't
Well, I mean, like realistically, like I'm sure all of us have watched porn before.
Nope. It's against my religion.
Oh, get out of town.
Of course,
I know. I'm just saying. Okay, like a lot of dudes in porn are not circumcised.
Are you going on Scandinavian?
I was gonna say, do you only watch white guy porn?
No, I'm just saying.
She like this. She's like,
No, just no, you know what I mean.
she was like, hold up.
I can't agree with you there. I've partaken in a lot. Of,
If you watch,
I
if
guess
you
I
watch
just
porn,
encountered the same three dudes accidentally.
if the porn you're watching happens to
Fuck.
take place, in a foreign country, I think you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Anything that I've seen, like the fake taxi, which takes place in like London,
Right.
yeah, it's got a hood on. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey,
But anything that takes place in the U.S. of A.
whoa,
Circumcised.
that was like a sound effect.
listen, don't Google your porn by the dude. Google it by the girl.
I don't do that.
Uncircumcised dick porn.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, it's close up too in 4K.
So
Is
the
there a
women you
different
come
feeling?
around.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
It's-
Actually,
No.
you know, okay.
No, I'm talking about for the women.
No.
not for-
Taking off
Ladies.
the foreskin is like if you took like the clit off of a female. It has so many nerves in that. No, don't fucking do that. I'm a guy.
No, how you? But you didn't have it before and after. You didn't have sex before.
It's
There's actually
it's fucking
There's
science.
studies that say
I don't
exactly
fucking care.
not
I know
that.
people
But
that-
I'm telling you, you know people that what? They got
Hang
a
on,
circumcised.
hang on. I will
at 2
say-
He
years old
has
and know the
one. Let's
difference.
ask him.
Let's pause.
He don't know the difference.
Let's pause.
No,
Let me ask
I'm
you a question.
asking how does like the sex feel like?
No, it doesn't feel any
You
different.
don't know the
That's what-
difference.
Yeah, because I mean the ribness of the head
Do
of
you
the dick
feel
is still the
different?
same.
The ribbed.
The ribness. I will say this, just to your point, right? If a woman is licking the skin underneath the dome,
No, that's fucking weird.
part of it. This is gross. I understand. I get this.
That's very.
But I'm giving you an example, right? I'm giving you an
I know
example.
what you're talking about.
Right, you know what I'm talking about.
Continue.
The skin that you have over it, right? That's all that is a continuation of the shaft skin, right? So if a chick is licking the shaft, yeah, of course it feels good. But when the chick's sucking the tip, that's like, that's totally different. So if a chick's blowing you, right, because you have a circumcised wee-wee, or an uncircumcised wee-wee, and she were to
Wee-wee? Why's it gotta be a wee?
pull that shaft back and she exposes a little mushroom tip and she starts
Jesus
blowing out, what's
Christ.
better?
What do you mean?
What feels better?
The mushroom tip.
The mushroom.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that's what I'm saying. So the sensitivity
Yeah,
is still there.
but if the skin is going over that part, it's supposed to massage it and feel good. I wouldn't know, but
But I mean, I feel
That's
like okay.
that's
So
what everything else is
let's
for.
let's look at science, right? When the wiener goes in the
Ew, the
vagina,
wiener.
right? I feel like the skin is going to tuck back, so it's going to
No,
Yeah,
I
expose
think
the head.
I think for people who are uncircumcised have more sensitivity.
they do. No,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah,
It's-
that's-
I
that's
wouldn't
what
know,
you're
but
saying.
I
The
just
part
feel like
that's-
but it's
the
not like
parts
the
that's
skin
sensitive
as
is
he's
the-
What's
fucking her.
covered.
It's not like his skin is
because
just
when you
going
pull
like
the-
this over the tip constantly. It's all lubricated,
Well, I don't know.
so it just kind of slides as
Yeah,
it
yeah,
happens.
no.
I mean, honestly-
once the skin goes back, you're good.
It's
Yeah.
done,
Yeah,
right?
So
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
your
Good.
own personal fleshlight.
It
is
is.
that what's happening?
It's fucking dope.
Okay, listen.
Just dump a bunch of
The amount of dudes that are circumcised that have like not like chafing issues is like out the roof. No dude that's uncircumcised.
chafing issue.
Not chafing, but like it gets like sore and rough and things like that. Because there's no fucking what you're supposed to have.
That's a
It
real
is a
thing.
protection.
Some people
It's a
masturbate
bit-
too
Like
hard.
if
and
I
end up
could
hurting
if I
themselves.
could switch it off, I would be like,
Not
please have me
circumcised?
born and don't chop it off.
People in general. That was this. I heard this on a podcast. This lady who is like
No,
the
it's-
number
it's
one
true.
escort in,
It's true.
where is it, in Nevada? And she says that she's like, if she would give any information in sex eds, is she would get everybody a fleshlight so that they would not masturbate too hard because they mess up the sensation for themselves in the long run.
And on next topic, we always wind up talking about penis and vagina on this show for some reason.
It's,
know.
What was the other one that EP used to? What is
We
it?
used to end it out with the dark corner.
And what
We don't
was
have
it?
any dark
PP
corners
parts
anymore.
and whatever.
Porn and PP parts.
Oh, yeah,
that's where it all started. Porn and PP parts. All of our day one listeners remember that shit. I remember porn and PP parts. Look, I wanted to get into Malik Yoba. I wanted to get into Antonio Brown, but we got to get out of here, y'all. It was a good one. It was a good one. I really enjoyed the guests that we have, Vivs and D Money. D Money is currently in a relationship with T Money from Fantasy Outsiders.
Who?
T Money, I'm gonna hook you up, player.
Ooh, it's meant to be.
But yeah, anybody? Any last thoughts on either the dicks or the dead or the dogs dying or
Dicks and the dogs?
I don't know. Everything we talked about, we covered everything.
Should we name it that? Dicks
I didn't
and
tell
dogs?
anybody what I wanted for my birthday, and I'm gonna keep it like that. Anything else? Anything else?
So you want your foreskin back for your birthday?
Oh,
No, honestly,
Yikes.
You
Yeah.
totally
Thought
got
about
away
it.
from
You
not
just
answering that.
thought about it.
yo,
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt some kind of
Yeah.
way about the government taking away the foreskin without
Y'all
asking.
ever see
government?
that
It was
y'all
your
ever
mother.
yeah. Your mom
They
was
didn't
like
tell her.
chopping
They
the
didn't
shit off.
explain it to her
They said, "Hey, do you want your child circumcised?" She's like, "Yeah."
Yes.
with no explanation of why.
It
Or what the
doesn't
difference
matter.
said
was.
yes, though.
She's an adult.
I get it. I
Just
get
like
it.
if somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, your newborn child, you want his dick cut off?" You're like,
I
sure.
get it. I don't want it.
You wanna
back.
cut the whole thing
I don't
off.
want it back. I just don't want them to take something from me without asking. Does that make sense? I don't know.
That's fair.
It didn't belong to you to begin
it
with.
did when
I
I,
have
was
a
born.
random
It belongs to your
question
mother.
about PPs.
Uh oh.
Yes.
The piece you cut off, is it called the schmuck?
I don't know.
You thinking of schmegma? Is that what you're thinking of?
Schmeg. It's a
Schmegma
schmeg.
is like
Schmegma is the
It's an
stuff that goes
infection.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have an infection.
That was called a schmuck when you cut
I
it
mean,
off.
that sounds like a
It's
That might be,
like
that's
a
a
term.
Jewish word.
which
And
would
that's-
make sense.
That's why when you insult someone, you call them a schmuck.
Schmuck. Yeah, but that's a very Jewish thing.
It is a schmo word. I've heard,
I mean, you
I
can
heard
look it up.
recently.
Schmo, is that a-
Look it up on
racist?
Urban Dictionary.
Something with a schma in it.
Shawarma is?
Shawarma? Wow.
Isn't that like a
Shawarma's good too. Damn, you ruined shawarma for a lot of people.
what's in
just
the
now.
what kind of meat's in that?
It's foreskin.
Foreskin.
No,
Animal foreskin.
in the shawarma.
Typically
That's
goat.
what it is. We just found out.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Shawarma.
It's goat foreskin.
Wait, for real? No, I was like, holy shit! God damn! I was like, Jesus Christ, that shit's chewy.
Anyway, all right. We gonna get out of here, man. Check us out in the safe space next time around. Please tell your friends to tell a friend. Come check us out. Follow us on YouTube at 52s and Smoke. Follow the Instagram page. Please interact with us. Join in our community and follow us with this thought experiment that we do every week. If interested, please check out our other shows. We got Made with Real coming soon. And also the Fantasy Outsiders for our football lovers. You can see all of that on the Instagram page at 52s and Smoke. Subscribe, like, comment. We may give you a call one day. Who knows? Anyway, remember, it's a community, and I love you all.